Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Misty Mountain Streaming. I am the D&D Wannabe. My name is Rob. The papyrus behind me, the papyrus, is rolling up, and I can't seem to keep it straight with staples, so I'm going to hide it with my big head. And welcome back to Hotel Excelsior and Call of Cthulhu.
That sounds like weather in Bama.
Yeah,
Rolling up.
it'll make anything curl. Welcome back to Misty Mountain Streaming. We like to tell and experience great stories, and our favorite way to do that is with tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons, but this is not Dungeons & Dragons. This is Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, our 4th session, and it's about time we started driving these wonderful people insane. Let's talk to and meet them once again in case you haven't already. Let's actually go top to bottom here. Let's start with Katie.
Hello. Okay. Glad to start us off. Just a little introduction, right? Yeah. Hi, my name is Katie. I am playing Ellie Walker. She is not that smart, and this might be the end. It's all right. I'm ready. I've been playing role-playing games for a very long time. This is my first time playing Call of Cthulhu. I'm very happy to be here, and yeah, and I do art on the side, so check out my art page. That's it. Oh, and it's my birthday in 3 days.
It is Katie's birthday in 3 days. We've been looking forward to this one for a few weeks now. She has been noting that she is approaching the big 3-0.
Ugh.
Yeah, you'll be,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right.
My president
I'm
delayed.
Genarian. What is it for 30s? It doesn't matter. We're glad you're getting older.
Any idea? A trip to Genarian?
Yeah, let's do that.
There we go.
Probably Trenta.
Try journeying.
And still the youngest person here. That doesn't change, it turns out, when you get a birthday.
Good part. I think my beard just got grayer. And thank you, Katie. I think I'm next because we're going top to bottom. So I think we're going to head to the top row here. And I believe that's me. Hi, I'm Erik. I'm an actor and voice talent, and I will be playing Jack Kealy. And I also am known for things that I say into the microphone. And you can find me at ericbraa.com or erockvo on Insta or pretty much Erik Braa wherever, I don't know, at something. So, yes. To the person who I know might be watching right now that will care, who wants a piece of the champ? There you go. little Jack for you.
He just tuned in time as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, there you go.
Excellent.
Imagine if I had a real weapon.
That's great.
Die happy. I'm glad you can die happy now. All right, so that's me, and by God, let's just talk about everybody else.
Let's before we go to the bottom row, let me say hello to Tazvarax, who has jumped into the chat for the first time, who needs to catch up on the last couple of sessions before they jump into this one. Go see us on YouTube, catch up. So glad that you decided to stop by and say hi while we were live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Drop a follow. You might or buy some tickets. You might win something in your absence. We'll get to that in a moment. Next up to Mike.
Oh, well, that's me. I'm Mike. Where Ellie's character is not very smart, my character is only very smart. And nothing else. I play Dr. Everett Abernathy. And I am a huge fan of Call of Cthulhu, although I haven't gotten to play this game very much. I'm a long-time player of all kinds of role-playing games, pretty much anything you can think of. Play every week with the same group I've been playing with for over 20 years, and really, really enjoying this game.
Thank you, Mike. I'm glad you're enjoying this game. I am having an enormously good time.
Yeah, this is a good time.
Running this. I haven't managed to kill any of you or drive any of you insane. We haven't been doing much of that kind of stuff yet, but it's mostly just because we keep burning time cracking me up. And that's okay. I need more laughter in my life.
We've got a lot of NPCs and stuff to keep up with, too. We've met everybody, so...
Yes.
Maybe I should share my notes with everyone, not just you guys.
You might. I could share my notes with everybody, but then you would know some things that maybe... All right, to Steve.
Hey, it's me. I'm Steve, the ever eating, except tonight because we started 10 minutes late, so that I can not have things in my mouth while everyone else is doing their introductions. I'm here on the bottom row. I'm liking to pretend that I'm a power bottom. I'm playing Johnny Lawrence. I got Katie. That's good. All right. I'm playing Johnny
don't even know
Lawrence.
what
He
that
is an
means.
actor who is down on his luck
Don't
and
look it
is
up.
very committed to making sure that everyone doesn't know how down on his luck he is. He's staying at the Hotel Excelsior, just like everyone else, trying to get an in for his next gig and maybe not get shot while he's doing it.
I like that our goal is not get shot. I wake myself.
I almost got a shot last game.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
true. I wake up every morning and think, I hope I don't get shot today.
That was a bellboy that almost got shot.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And he went downstairs to drink about it. Let's get the announcements and things out of the way. Thank you to King Bashman and to Nice Entropy for the follows. Appreciate you guys being here and checking out the channel. Hopefully we give you a reason to stay. Also, thank you to the viewers that we've had popping up in the chat. I have not yet mentioned Otter This World is here, Envy of the North. Let's see, Sheepy, Existential Nerd, Mega Gorilla Dude, Leo Yeager, of course. Tazvarax, as I mentioned. Zeke Geek is here. Cross from Comics and the Cross is here. New adventurer and streamer for the company.
Hi, Zeke.
Lots of good folks turning out already to come along. And one of the reasons they might be here is because there is a Misty Mountain giveaway tonight. All you have to do is click the link that is set to go along in the chat.
What?
Yeah. Several people cooperated to get us through, but Leo Yeager tanked the last 10 at the end of last Monday's stream. So we're going to be giving away this Water Buffalo Horn mug that is suitable for all your hot and cold beverage needs, and it is stuffed with a bag of
Super stuff.
several sets of dice going down inside of it, and all this will be shipped off to someone that is drawn at the end of the stream. We're going to start doing
What kind
giveaways.
of dice are in it?
It is acrylic dice, 3 sets of acrylic dice in a velvet
Awesome.
bag. We're going to start doing giveaways like this
Velvet.
much more regularly, so stick around, because when I get back from Toronto, we are going to crank that up a notch. But I'm not always going to have horn mugs, so tonight's a good night to enter. Exclamation point giveaway will get you into the screen where you can buy tickets. Exclamation point ticket will help you buy tickets if you put a number after the word ticket. You get loyalty by watching. You spend loyalty on tickets. You get loyalty by following and subbing and doing all the Twitch things. And I've upped the amount of tickets people can buy this time, so you don't have to stop at 10.
We just tried 100.
I think you might.
We're trying to show people how to do it. That's all.
I don't, unless you have really racked up some loyalty since the giveaway started, I don't know that you can buy all 100 at once. But by the end of the show, maybe.
Who knows?
Also, thank you to Zoe, the Sarcasm Girl, and to the Feared Ace, who are in the chat as well. Always good
What
to see
up?
Adam in here. All right. Announcements. The company is in the UK this weekend and in Canada this weekend. If you are in the Toronto area and going to Anime North, you will catch me there. I'm really looking forward to going. I don't know if anyone's
Toronto.
going to know me there. I love every trip I make to Canada makes me so happy. I love that place. Only other announcement I got is the merch, baby. I got a hoodie on with the dice along the sleeve and the logo and a big old Norse symbol on the back.
Hey,
that is
that
about
new?
to be. It is new.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Mm.
That's pretty awesome.
It's good. It's soft. It's warm.
You have my attention.
Lovely.
I haven't had a hoodie in
t-shirt.
4 years.
I have not worn I don't wear hoodies.
I used to wear hoodies all the time, and I sacrificed my last hoodie when my twins were born. So
Yeah.
I need to replace that.
Well, Misty Mountain Game is about to have you done, and they are priced. This thing, with before any discounts you might apply from anybody's code or anything, is going for $35. That is low for anything.
Wow.
That's
That
low
Rob
for
wears.
anything
I
branded.
know Gary
Oh
Con
my
would
gosh.
have even Gary Con would have a conniption for the price point.
And you
here.
can save 10% on all your products by using code TWINS10. That's TWINS10 from Bardic Twinspiration, the podcast that I help
Okay.
host.
I don't want to one up you, but I mean, EROC 15 will get you
Yeah.
15% off.
Ooh,
That's
wow.
true. That's true. I shouldn't have tried to
EROK
step up in
15.
this Twitch, this stream.
The only thing I have left to say before we get started is that, as with Steven's power bottom joke earlier, this is an 18+ stream. We are not guaranteeing that anything objectionable to you may come up during the course of this stream, but we are all adults. Right. We are playing an adult game, and we intend to enjoy ourselves as adults and expect you to be a responsible consumer if something tends to get a little much for you.
The feared ace.
You think someday we may have a stream where we guarantee that we will offend people?
I think yes, and it will not be me running it.
Okay, all right.
And hopefully it's not me offending them.
What is... There's an RPG out there called, like, Laser Battle Lesbians or something. I don't know what it's actually called. I remember when that came out. And
I'm so in.
I thought, that is a very evocative name. Someone in the chat will tell me what it's actually called here in a minute.
I mean, can you link me to that? Haha, no reason.
This is both a mature and very immature audience.
I'm not even going to bother looking it up. Someone in the chat will take care of that for me. In the meantime, we have a different roleplay game. We have Call of Cthulhu to play.
Okay. In the meantime...
Is there anything that I have forgotten, or shall we get into the recap and play? Into the recap and play it is. All right. So, these four, Ellie Walker, the distiller, the bootlegger, Jack Kealy, the Hollywood fixer, Dr. Abernathy, the disgraced surgeon, and Johnny Lawrence, actor of the silent silver screen, are all staying at Chicago's fabulous Hotel Excelsior in 1932. Prohibition is on its way out, the Depression is on its way in, and it is a strange time to be an American, especially in a hotel where it seems like people are randomly forgetting large parts of the day, what day it is, things that they really ought to know, where a Southern preacher decorates his room in weird papers from different ages with inscrutable languages all over it, where a Eastern European gentleman and a Chicago bombshell make illicit trades at the mezzanine bar, and where a mobster is in hiding for the murder of a Chicago cop. This is the situation that all of you have found yourselves in. When we last left our investigators, Ellie Walker was downstairs in the basement of the hotel with her still, chewing out Terry, one of the bellhops here, for lying to her about what he was up to last night, all the while doing so with stolen property in her pocket. Johnny Lawrence and Dr. Abernathy were still at breakfast. Dr. Abernathy's eggs having come contrary to his usual order, and Johnny Lawrence having persuaded, shall we say, his way out of a potentially deadly encounter with Miss Frances Boyle and her revolver. And Mr. Jack Kealy, currently posted up on the 4th floor, looking to have a discussion with Mr. Ricci, should he ever exit that room. And oh my, what?
Holy.
Hang on.
Holy cow.
That kicked Ellie off of the stream.
Wow.
We lost. Ellie ran away. Over numerousness just dropped.
We lost everything at
20
once.
subs.
Holy.
Hot
Jesus,
mama.
Over numerousness.
Man, over numerousness will continually... Hi, welcome back, Katie.
Living up to his name.
Sorry, my
with the
Discord
high
crashed.
numbers.
Wow.
It was because over numerousness bought 20 subs.
Holy
Just killed
shit.
the
You right
Discord.
out.
I mean, wow.
We normally
Wowie,
try and
wow.
keep playing, but when people are generous like that, it just kind of derails my train of thought for a minute. Over numerousness, if I remember right, came over from Suki Tab's community and was the first person to tip on this channel. He gave me a birthday present when I streamed on my birthday, over a year ago now. Long ass time. Leo!
Oh, dang.
Oh my goodness, a
But,
hype train.
Shit!
Oh my... It's not a contest! Ladies, you're both beautiful!
Not-
Didn't even start.
Shut up, it's a contest.
Leo...
Yeah, I was
Leo
about to say, why
also
would you say it's
dropping-
not a contest? It's absolutely
Right now
a
they're both tied.
contest.
Which is the tortoise? Which is the
I mean,
hare?
Oh
they're
my
both winners.
goodness, gentlemen. Leo Yeager matching the 20 subs. We in less than 2 minutes, we have 40 community subs on the channel.
That's excellent, guys.
You guys are insane. The Feared Ace,
That's awesome.
Steve, Adam got a sub out of that. So did Zoe the Sarcasm Girl. Wowie, wow. Leo says my finger slipped.
So did all the Zebas. Whoever all the Zebas are.
Go team, says Overnumerousness. Thank you so much, you two. What?
Oh, Hive Mind got one too.
Wow.
That's good. You're buying
Yes.
buying subs for the boss.
For the boss. The boss is now subscribed to our channel. Thanks. We did it, guys. We can all go home. John has a
That's it.
subscription to
It's
our
happened.
channel. Oh, goodness. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.
That
Yeah, I'm
is
definitely need a sip of whiskey
freaking-
after that.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Numerous pulls into the lead.
10
Another
more.
10.
10
Yeah.
gifted
10%
subs
more.
for overnumerousness. Easy, he says. Oh my god.
Yeah.
TL
Well, I think
Holdren
that
is
puts us
back. Oh,
Is that the
overnumerousness.
71 now?
I mean, come on, meow.
Wow. Gentlemen,
Hey, I think that
love
puts us
you all.
over the giveaway. You got another
we
giveaway
already do
going
it?
now, I think.
Did we? Okay.
I think so.
You know what? Let's go ahead.
That
and
was, in fact, 55 subs.
let's go ahead
That
and
takes
get
you
this
from
out of the
20
way.
something to.
Steve, I'm gonna put you on the spot. That is enormous. Overnumerousness, Leo, Holdren, thank you guys so much. We're gonna do a second giveaway tonight. That we'll just go ahead and do it now. They're still in the bag because did not think I would be grabbing them tonight.
Come on, meow.
We have
This giveaway's in the
Are we
bag.
doing Super Troopers
Yeah,
now?
literally.
we
It
have
actually is.
a
Listen, meow. I don't know
Hollow.
what y'all doing here,
Yeah.
meow, but there's one thing you're doing, meow, is making people happy, meow.
Rob. Did we learn nothing from last year? Rob gets overwhelmed. I have these orb dice. They are. Let's see, which one is the Twitch? They are round D&D dice with little dragons on the faces.
Oh, those are awesome.
All of the dice, not just the D20, are round, so they're kind of a novelty set. Even the D4 is round,
Ooh.
which is a strict improvement upon the shape of the D4. Don't at me. If you guys will vamp for a second, I will get a additional giveaway going for... Oh, you know what? We'll just draw 2 winners from this giveaway. We'll just do that. And
There you go.
One winner will get
Yeah.
the $80 value of the horn mug and the acrylic dice. Someone else will get the $60 value of the hollow sets. And
The
then I don't have
round
to...
hollow set.
The round hollow... They are dragon orb dice, I think is how we've been referring to them internally.
Do you want to give people more of a chance to like enter in, or you want to just go ahead and do it?
Let's see. I have it set. No, well, we'll do it at the end of the stream. We're gonna do all of our winners at the end of the stream.
Okay. Something to stick around for, guys.
Yeah, there's
In
actually
addition,
there's gonna
to
be
this.
there's gonna be D&D.
Rob, can we-
But stay anyway.
COC.
COC.
You know both of these people, correct? Outside of this?
I have played video games with Jaeger. I almost knew Overnumerousness. He won a drawing to play D&D with us on stream, but it did not work out that way. And I know Holdren only through continued regular generosity.
Wow.
That's a good way to know somebody.
Yep, I mean
That is utterly
That's
amazing. You guys rule.
that's the Dr. Abernathy treatment. Is I spend money and people remember me and treat me well.
I hope that is taken as a compliment.
Yes, you guys
I
are
will.
the Dr. Abernathys of the stream with less egregious mustaches and social and
And
more
better
social
fashion sense.
savoir-faire. Yes. Oh wow, you guys are cool. Okay. Call of Cthulhu.
They know.
Yeah,
how
we're supposed to be
cool
playing
they
Call of
are.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, that was the thing. To everyone who's watching this on YouTube later, I'll put
Yeah,
it,
sorry about
I'll
that.
put a timestamp to this point.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay. We are going to resume in the immediate time with Dr. Abernathy and Johnny Lawrence. Dinner is complete. Miss Boyle has left. You guys are here amidst the cleaned plates being taken away by the wait staff. It is entirely up to you what you would wish to do, or if you wish to do anything immediately. The breakfast hall is clearing out. One of the few people that you still see here is Reverend Carver, whose name Ellie knows, and I'm not sure any of you do. But the gentleman last night who was going over his notes and scribbling in a notebook everything that was going on with the Eastern European gentleman. And there goes Mike. Too much generosity is breaking Discord, and it's not even linked to Twitch.
Mine broke the second those first
It's
ones
not
came
the
in.
generosity. Keep all the
I just clicked
generosity
the
you
wrong
want.
thing.
Not
That's
a
all I
problem.
did. I just straight up clicked the wrong thing. Sorry.
Having gone through what the two of you just did, what would you like to do?
I mean, well, so I do know the Reverend's name because the bartender told me when I was
I apologize
querying
then.
him
So
about
you do.
those things. So, and I would have sworn I heard it somewhere. But anyway, I think I repeated it back to Miss Boyle. So hopefully I knew it. I mean, the only thing I'll say, and I thought about this in the in-between time from the last game. If you recall, I had just pulled out the newspaper and shown Johnny the article about the Ankh that had been stolen. And I had just maybe tried to connect the Ankh to the mysterious transaction that Boyle and the Eastern European man had. And that paper is laying right there on the table. And it dawns on Abernathy after she leaves that it was just laying there open to that story. Because if you recall, I spun it around and showed it to Johnny, and she was sitting on Johnny's side of the table. And I'm just, do you think she noticed that, Johnny? Do you? Because I think this has something to do with that Ankh. Maybe that's why she was acting so squirrely.
I feel like you're trying to hang us before the DM even gets to.
We could go ask her.
Huh? No. Well, let's just hope not, and hope we're wrong about all of these things. But yeah, I did see that she had the gun last session, right?
You saw it, yeah.
You absolutely
I believe you said
did,
that.
yeah.
I saw that she pulled a gun out front of the table. Okay, so, but whatever tree it was that you were barking up, she there was something to it. She had you know how you mentioned that she was carrying when you saw her yeah, that came out under the table there. And
I didn't notice that.
So something
No, I didn't notice she had her purse with her.
Resonated somewhat there.
Huh. All that kind of stuff often goes over my head, I must admit. I tend to take people at face value.
If that's the kind of thing that's going over your head, then I'm surprised you still have it. But
and that's all I wanted to mention, Rob. If you want to keep things moving, I dawned on me that the paper was just laying right there. So,
you were all good. That's a good thing to dawn on.
Whatever it is she's missing, she's very committed to getting it back.
Well, I've absolutely remember the last thing she said to me was, "It seems you have solved all my problems, Dr. Abernathy. Thank you very much." But I don't think she was sincere. I think she was kind of being rude.
Well, I think that there was something to it. on account of now she's someone else's problem. Hopefully not ours. Maybe those fellas that you mentioned, they might be in for it.
Well, or she might. I mean,
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. She didn't strike me very much as the type that was just some pretty little dame that got in over her head. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this bears a little more looking into. This isn't really my bag. This isn't really why I'm here. But
why are you here?
well, I came here.
Is there a picture in town? Are you shooting a movie here in Chicago?
Oh well, yeah. It's not shooting yet. It's more of in the planning stages there. But I came here to meet with Miss Lockwood and then the studio man, that Kealy fella.
The poker shark.
He said
Yeah,
Lockwood,
yeah.
guys. Got it right.
That's 2 times in a row.
It is.
You're welcome.
You're doing great.
That's great. We all let I have to drink every time
and
he
they
gets
were
it
a week
right.
apart.
All right, he said Lockwood, drink.
So
I was gonna say this sounds like the happy hour.
Skull.
Cool.
So
I can't think of why I would go talk to Carver
right
and I'm
now.
not going
I came here to have a meeting with them about it.
gun.
But seeing as how they're not awake, I thought, oh yeah, this will be a great little diversion. But now there's guns, and now there's guns, and
Well, it's not uncommon for people to walk around armed. You know, my late wife was an excellent shot, and then as soon as I say that, I regret saying it and shut up.
Oh, really? What? Late wife. I almost asked were you close? But you were married. So, my condolences on her deceasement and all.
Appreciate that. Every time he says deceasement, we will drink from now on as well.
Her state of decease.
Well, as much as I'm sure you miss her, I don't think that this might be the fast track to join her here, getting involved in this mess.
Well, but I mean, what if the young woman's in trouble? I was trying to offer our help.
Well, the way she was acting, someone's going to be needing your services in this hotel in the near future.
Well, I met the dealer last night of the poker game. Mm-hmm. I think he's being abused by that Mr. Ritchie fellow, Lorenzo.
What, the little short
There's
guy?
a lot of people around here in trouble. People I think there's a gas leak. We've met 3 people who I think have lost time or memory.
Oh gosh,
this hotel's full of problems.
Whichever room, if you find out which room they've been hanging out in, let me know so I can avoid it.
That's a good point.
With all these business deals going down.
I really need to find out if they've all got some habit in common. That's good. You've got the makings of a true scientist, Johnny.
Oh,
you've got the mind of a researcher.
And that is the funniest joke of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Mom always said I was sharp as a tack. Maybe in that case I could help you out a little bit. Like you said, there could be someone in trouble. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt.
Right.
Maybe I should stick around and help you out with all this, because I am very susceptible to flattery. He said out of character.
That's great. Well,
flattery will get you everywhere with me.
That's pretty much the whole deal with showbiz,
Well, maybe we should follow up with Miss Boyle.
Flattery.
Tell me how great I am,
ridiculously good looking.
I say, yes, you're quite attractive. Trying to come up with some flattery.
wherever you think we should start. I came down here to look for a purse, but it sounds like we've already got that taken care of. We already know where the purse is. We just don't know where the fellas is. The folks that have the purse are at now.
So the man over there, the Reverend, eating alone,
I try
had
to
an
clandestinely
exchange.
check.
He had an exchange with this mysterious Eastern European man with whom Miss Boyle exchanged the money for the velvet bag that she needs so badly. Maybe you could use your, and I'll be happy, I'll back you up. Maybe you could use your charm to ask him who or where that Eastern European man is, because that's the person we need to observe.
So is that the one who ended up with the bag?
Yes, he ended up with the velvet bag and exchanged it for a large wad of cash, which makes me think that Miss Boyle, I mean, it's not as though she didn't get anything. It wasn't stolen from her. From what I saw, it was purchased at a high price.
Yeah, now she's looking to be an Indian giver and keep the money
Exactly.
and get the thing. Yeah. Just like broads, being so indecisive and all.
Broads.
Oh, I'm sorry, dames. Anyway. So we're thinking that there's a connection between these two on account of they had some sort of, was it a heated interaction, you say?
No, it was more of a frantic one, where one was reading aloud from a book and the other was scribbling furiously. And then immediately, the German Austrian fellow leaves the Reverend's table and heads to Miss Boyle. So the two seem connected.
As you steal a glance over there, by the way, Johnny, to surreptitiously look, all of Reverend Carver's food and plateware has been cleared away, and he is sitting with a notebook out, scribbling furiously.
But this gentleman was not in any way involved in said transaction. He just has a relationship of some kind with the people who are making with the German or Austrian gentleman.
That is correct. I don't know that he wasn't directly involved in the transaction. I don't mean to split hairs, but he may be very involved in it. Just he wasn't at the table when the exchange took place.
I see. Yeah, normally for these sorts of things, I have a script. Yes, So
yes. Well, we're ad-libbing, improvising.
Yeah. That's a class that they don't have yet.
That hasn't been invented yet, Dr.
The lowest form of comedy.
As we all know, theater was invented in the late 1800s, along with pictures.
I'm certain that's incorrect.
Yeah, well, it's the professionals. It's the trade. It's the craft.
As you guys are,
yeah, maybe we can.
Just to say thank you to Eelsworth or Aylesworth for the follow and subscribing with Prime. Thank you for coming up and being here. There's a giveaway to enter with 2 good prizes for the evening, so make sure you do that. Folks in the chat can help you out. So you guys are having this discussion about Mr. Carver, and both of you will give you an opportunity to roll spot hidden here.
Okay. That is one I could use a bump in, so I will go for it.
Katie, Zoe says that they love your glasses.
I got an 5, which is an extreme success.
Roger that. How'd you do, Johnny?
Boom.
Make sure you check it.
I checked it, thank you.
An 2.
Ooh.
Wow.
You guys.
Awesome. We're both instantly going, did you see
I knew
that?
these dice didn't like me and they were prone to roll low. I just didn't know that would work out in my favor.
I will say
Katie's handle.
Yes, ominous watermelon.
Yeah, but next to overnumerousness, I was like, what's happening?
So
yeah.
Don't forget, by the way, Everett and Johnny, you guys were afforded your bonus dice by Leo a little bit ago, so you have those when you need them. Not that either of you need them now. You notice.
You will have a little.
You notice that as he's writing, he is glancing up at you, then looking down and writing some more, and then glancing up and scribble. It's below the camera. I forget I'm so zoomed in, but glancing up and continuing to write surreptitiously as
I
you
swear
please.
this guy's doing a caricature of me right now.
Well, you're very attractive.
Yeah, but caricatures aren't historically very flattering. You see, they're like the things that you end up in the tabloids.
I'm familiar with the tabloids.
Yeah, the tabloids are familiar with me. The price of fame, you know.
So this guy's looking at us like he's taking notes on us, or he's...
Perhaps so. He's whatever he is writing about, he seems to be checking on you before continuing to write.
I got you. Am I observant enough? I mean, is like he reading our lips or
That's what
anything like that?
Too, yeah.
Since you have an extreme success, I'm going to say you don't think so. He would need to be watching you more than he is watching you to be reading lips.
I asked because I had an extreme success. I wouldn't normally think I'd pick up on that. But...
No, that is fair.
Well, I think we should approach him. One of us get a look at the notebook, see what's so interesting about us. Maybe it's just that we met with Miss Boyle, and now I'm like covering my mouth like a coach on the sideline when I talk.
I'm gonna take a long sip of my coffee and be like,
from your, as I recall, infinitely inferior coffee cup.
Yeah. Do you still have the
thimble
shot cup
with the handle?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Well, if you can think of a good excuses, then I'm game. Yep.
To drink that coffee.
I mean,
I feel like you're more than likely more distracting than me, but I'll be happy to do the talking if you want to do the observing.
Well, if he hasn't been here for very long, then or if he has been here for very long, then he might know that you're not exactly the historically social type. So perhaps it is better if I go over there and do it. I just what sort of pretense? Hey, Mister, I think that. Hey there, sir. I think that you and your business associate, your friend there, the foreign one, might be in some trouble with the dame. More trouble than you would think.
I mean, that's not a terrible angle, because it's true, and then you don't have to get away with lying. But you also could just say you're looking for the European gentleman, and then just see what he says.
Right.
See if he says why, or see if he tells you, or see if he doesn't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy. I guess let's go and give it a shot.
If you get in some kind of trouble, just like put your hands on your hips, and I'll create a distraction and get us out of there.
Create a distraction. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
I'm great at distractions. It's my best thing.
As evidenced by the mustache.
Exactly.
It's entirely grown as a distraction.
And visual acting is Johnny's thing.
Actually, being this close to Dr. Abernathy, you now see the left side of his face has got all this scarring on it, and all these like burns and stuff, and the giant mustache actually helps cover a lot of it.
Oh, he's like Poirot.
All right. Marvelously unprepared as both character and player are, we'll go talk to the Reverend.
Perfect.
All right. You rise from your chair, with a bracing sip from your coffee thimble, and march towards him. As you walk his way, he steals one of those surreptitious glances at you and kind of double takes, and keep maintaining eye contact with you. That right hand just starts going manic on the page. And you approach, and what do you say to the gentleman?
Morning, Reverend. He's like, I was wondering if I might be able to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you. you're a man of the cloth. I had some pressing matters that were on my mind, and was wondering if you might be able to give me a little guidance on them.
No, sir.
Come again?
You do not speak to me today. It is the wrong day.
Well,
He's you.
I'm not. I know that maybe I'm not.
He flips to the page before it says, "You did not speak to me the day before. You did not speak to me the day before. What is different? Something is different. What has changed?"
Well, it's been a while since I've been to church, but last time they said it's never too late, right? Better late than never. And I know that I don't exactly seem, perhaps, the most pious type, but I didn't necessarily think of myself as irredeemable or anything like that. Come on, Father, it's just a cup of coffee. That was your that's a lot of sermon notes you got there, huh?
No. I don't preach no more. You don't talk to me. I know you don't.
As in I shouldn't talk to you?
No,
like
shouldn't you? The cycle has changed.
Yeah, and which cycle is that, Father?
He turns back to the page he had been writing on. Says, "Doctor with a mustache. It's different eggs today. Eats not with Mr. Cole, but with the actor. Something has changed." And he runs his hands through what the very short cropped hair that he has, scratching at the back of his head.
Well, from what I understand, the Mr. Cole, are you familiar with the doctor and Mr. Cole? He's not feeling very well, so the doctor decided to slum it with, a famous Hollywood actor.
I've never met the man. Don't need to. Same thing. Has his own cycle. Different from the ones that everyone else around here following.
You're starting to sound a lot less like a preacher and more like one of those carnival fortune-telling types. What? But hey, you know what? That's right. You don't preach anymore. I'm game. So what does the cycle have in store for Johnny?
We'll know tomorrow. If we talk tomorrow, then you too are stuck. Stuck like the rest of us.
Right. Hey, speaking of people that you've talked to, there was a European gentleman, Austrian maybe, spoke with you last night. The good doctor and I were trying to follow up on him. We thought we might have some health concerns, either current or soon to come.
Yes, Mr. Bauer.
Bauer. You mind if I borrow? You mind if I borrow a sheet of paper so I can take some notes there? And I just kind of reach over and see if I can borrow the book to grab a page and write down the name.
That's a good question.
Let's do fast talk.
Maybe
for
fast
this.
talking.
Yeah.
Fast talking into borrowing it.
Before he realizes what you're up to, why don't you? I like that song.
All right, I'm gonna use the thing on this one.
You're gonna use the bonus die. Bam! There it goes.
It's definitely a medium type success.
Okay, a hard success.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. He makes to keep talking, and he's got his hands up near his head as he starts mumbling Bauer's name. You just reach over and you take his pen and his notebook and you pull them over to you, and you get a quick peek as to what he's been writing. And as you flip through in the pretense of searching for a blank page, everything that is written out by day for the past several pages. For weeks, there are notes from the time that that Reverend Carver wakes up to the time that he goes to bed, of not only what he does, but what he has observed others doing around the hotel. There's Dr. Abernathy's timely arrival in the morning, and what he orders and that he receives it. And there is special attention given to when something is different than the day before. In fact, you get to today and you see where he noted that Dr. Abernathy received the wrong eggs. And there's the word chef circled and circled and circled and circled on that paper. And then there is actor, which must be you. Says actor with coal instead of coal, and then coal is circled and circled and circled and circled.
Can I tell how far back this goes?
For as you're quickly going through it, it goes back a couple of weeks at least.
Okay. All right. Like he's been at the hotel the whole time, or he's been doing this prior to his arrival?
Tell you what, if you want to try, are you going to quickly try and get towards the front of the book before he realizes what's happened and tries to get this back from you?
Yeah, if he's doing this, then I'm gonna, put it on the first blank page or whatever, like at the end, like I'm gonna rip out a page and start taking my notes or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and check and see. Once I realize, oh, this is daily notes or whatever, see if I can see when it started.
Okay. It goes back almost 3 weeks. And the page before it is a ticket stub for an airplane to the Chicago Midway Airport from Atlanta, Georgia. And on the opposite page is a frankly startling drawing of this creature. It seems humanoid in most respects, but it has just kind of the look of the grave upon it, and its tongue is hanging out, its jaw is dislocated, skin sloughing off of one side, and a vacant eye staring forward. And the name Loretta beneath it. It is such a vivid piece of art, all in black ink, that it actually kind of makes you jump for a moment seeing it, and your reaction causes Reverend Carver to escape his reverie, and he halfway dives across the table to put both hands on the notebook and slide it back towards him. Says, "No! I need this."
Whichever page I had, like if he's about to pull it away, like take a page with me. You know what I mean? Like if you put your hand down and someone rips something out from underneath it, So no, not like me ripping it out, but like hold on. Like if I'm reading this and I put my hand on it and he yanks it out, and I've still got a page,
So it will be ripped out.
Yes, but not like me going.
Okay. What would be a good rule for that, you think?
I was about to say, are you trying to be cool about it? Because then that's sleight of hand. Are you trying to make it look like an accident?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, hey, ideally, Yeah.
So the question will be, does he notice, and does it look innocent? So let's say he is desperate to get this thing back from you. Maybe the clamor of him going over the table for it will disguise what you are doing. You have your bonus die back if you think you need it.
Oh yeah, I need it for this.
Mega Gorilla Dude gave that back to you.
Good.
Cacton 3, thank you for
Gorilla
the follow.
Dude.
Make sure you enter the giveaway. We're giving away cool stuff.
You shouldn't have been worried, Steve. You've handled this excellently.
I rolled great, but I don't have anything in sleight of hand.
Okay.
So it's a
So I think
10%
it's still a
chance base.
Yep. So I rolled a 14, but it isn't modified at all.
So you want
You can
to
spend
push it
4
or
luck.
luck your way into a success?
Ooh, I'll luck it. Yeah, I can luck it.
You don't get to check it if you luck it. If you push it and succeed, you could get to check it. I learned today you can never combine pushing it and lucking it. You do one or the other.
If I push, I just re-roll, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And you still only have a 10%
there's no way.
chance.
There's no way. I'll just
your
luck
way
it.
into it. Okay.
So
And
drop.
you were going for the
leave your
Loretta
current luck
page,
alone, and
or the you're going for
What?
that. You're going for the Loretta page, or you're going for today's page. I forget.
Well, I had my hand on both of them. I don't know. I'll have the Loretta page because that's the last one I looked at. Because you said he looked up when I saw that.
Okay. All right. So you make your success. He dives. He grabs that and he wrenches it out from under your hand, and you quickly pull that hand back.
I'll accidentally tear it, but then purposefully shove it under the table.
Yes,
you know,
and he
like,
seems
I was
none
just
the
started.
wiser.
I wasn't trying to rip it out, but now that I've got it, I'm keeping it.
Yep. And wonderful, it is done. He says, "I need this. This is."
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I just wanted a piece of paper to write down that gentleman's name.
You don't understand. Without this, it wins. We don't know what it's done, what it's up to, who it's after.
And I get distracted from the whole thing I'm supposed to be here talking about. I say, look, Father, what is this thing? What is it you're talking about? Like literally, what is it that you're talking about? Are you all right? Like
Bauer knows its name. I've forgotten. I forget too much. He starts putting through his notes again. I left. It's in the room. The information is
probably not.
You how sorry. How did you sleep last night?
well, honestly, I think that maybe I had a little too much prohibition, right? Something I ate didn't agree with me there, or maybe it was the stress.
It could be the shit drink that Ellie sent to you.
Yeah, it could be that, but I'm not supposed to be talking about the drink, especially not in front of a reverend.
You should tonight. Late tonight. You come by my room. Yeah. There's much to know. You should know it.
Is he Catholic?
Well, I was hoping for an invitation to someone's room tonight, but I wasn't thinking that it would be a priest.
No. Not like that. It's
No, I understand. It's
okay, man.
You know what? If it'll,
I'm game.
If it'll help,
It's been a while.
He said not like that.
It's been a while.
Doc, if it'll, not Doc. Look, Reverend, Father, Padre, Mister, Sir. If it'll help you out, I'll be there. You just name the time. I'll show up. It's because I'm just like concerned for the guy at this point. Like, you are not okay. If it'll help you out, sure, I'll be there. 9 o'clock, all right?
midnight.
Yeah, and you were concerned about my sleep schedule before. Midnight is great. I'll be there.
Sleep.
Okay, yeah. Well, if
Not till we talk again.
All right, well. Just raise my coffee cup. Sure. Oh, I forgot the reason that I came over here.
You need to pick a
Just one more thing. I say my best Columbo.
Just
Doing
one
your
more.
Columbo?
Yeah. Look, the gentleman, Mr. Bauer.
Jack.
Tell me your room number, and then also, if you wouldn't mind mentioning, tell me where I could find him, because the good doctor's looking for him as well. And I know his room number, it's 101, but if he tells me that, then I'm good.
Room 101.
Okay, all right.
Midnight.
I'll just I just write it down on my hand because I'm not allowed to have paper.
I definitely don't have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
See,
I'm just okay.
Were we still using like quill pens? No, I'm just kidding.
he says,
Bauer. I need to talk to Bauer. I'll bring Bauer tonight. I will.
Oh, well, you sure we can't you sure we might not be able to make his connection before then? My friend seems to think he might be in a little bit of hot water.
I don't know where he's staying. But I will talk to him tonight. Yes. Yes.
he stands up and he takes the book and he starts writing in it. You see him furiously circle something new that he's written. And he just walks away without saying anything else.
When he does this, I'm like, midnight. Yeah, got it.
And with that, Reverend Carver
I go walk back.
leaves the Avalon restaurant.
I walk back over to the doctor and I say, he is a case. I don't know if he's your sort of case or someone else's sort of case, but he is something.
Did he know anything about Bauer?
I fill him in on the conversation first, then the contents of the book, the fact that Cole's name is circled in his journal, despite having mentioned that he's never met the man, that he is fastidiously keeping track of the course of his own daily events as well as the doctor's daily events. I'm like, and he's a real good note taker. But he's not much of an artist. And I pulled this out. It's like this thing would give me nightmares.
Does that mean anything to me? Any archaeological significance? I
Looks,
assume it doesn't, but unless it's either that or biology.
I just think he's a really bad drawer.
it is certainly the visage of a decayed cadaver. The weird part of it, this part that strikes you as odd, is the appearance of sentience, the physical decay, but it has been illustrated with this sense of awareness,
like a pose
that should not be there.
Right.
As you turn this
like a pose that
around,
someone takes is not stricken with rigor mortis.
As you are looking at this, however, let me pull this up.
Let me ask a question while you're doing that.
Yeah.
You say you told me everything. I just want to know if I know that you said he told you that Bauer knows what it is. If we don't keep this chronicle, it wins. And he says Bauer knows what it is. That's the thing I most want to know on the board.
Yeah. I disclosed the full conversation.
Hey, Debs.
All of the weird things that I consider to be idiosyncratic included.
Yeah. That's the good part. That was the meat.
As you are turning this around to show Dr. Abernathy, by the way, you catch for the first time the backside of this piece of paper, what would otherwise have been the front side of the piece of paper if you were looking at it in the book. And there's writing on it. And you see the phrase, seemingly continued from whatever the page before it was. And they were walking with every semblance of life. but I knew the truth. My wife and daughter were dead, and these things that shambled before me were no longer those I loved.
Well, Doc, if you
That,
thought
I mean,
that
does
that
that have
side of
any?
if you thought that that side of the piece of paper was, and I turn it around and hand it to him that way.
He's holding it like it's toxic. I mean, yeah, I just got to ask: does that have any like literary significance? Does it ring? Is it? Do I think it's original, or is that like a passage from a poem or a book or something like that?
Let's... Ah, boy. What would be a good role for
That falls
Dr.
under the
Abernathy?
English language usually, or library use, but usually your language just to recognize, you know, an aphorism or something like that.
You can roll either of those if you wish. Library use, or
I put
English
nothing in
history.
library use.
Johnny gets a bling.
because advice you gave us early.
Johnny
So
gets a bling. Bam. Thanks, Dabs. I
Here I
increased
was-
the price on these at your recommendation, and not yours, Erik, or Dabs, but from the group as a collective, and yet it has not slowed anybody down. We have not gone 2 minutes without someone getting these for people.
Okay, well, they're handy, and I didn't use mine.
This is
Even
when I
though I
wish
probably
my character
should've.
had a cult.
I made a normal success on the English language.
Okay.
Personality.
There's a book that came out around 30 years or so ago, published in London by a fellow Bram Stoker, a sensational book written about the living dead. It's called Dracula. And this smacks of that, but this is no recognizable passage from that, and it's very clearly in the handwriting that Johnny will say was from this gentleman. It doesn't seem to be in quotes or anything. Your understanding of this, based on your role, is correct or mistaken. The writer is speaking of their own experience.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I share that with Johnny. I say, I think he's talking. He thinks his own family is somehow alive after death or something. And look at this picture. Doesn't it look like an aware corpse?
Yeah, that doesn't look like anything that is or should be alive. You can just why don't you keep that actually?
I fold it up and put it in my shirt pocket or my jacket pocket.
Most importantly, or perhaps most concerningly, apparently there's more to say, and this gentleman would like to meet with me in the evening around midnight, but he says he'll bring Bauer. So assuming that Bauer makes it through the day, perhaps you and I know where to find him.
I was going to say we should go find Bauer and tell him that we're concerned about the mental health of his friend, the Reverend, as a pretense to interview Bauer. But if we're going to have a meeting with him anyway, or you're going to, you could bring me as your...
Yeah, I think I should. Yeah, going to see a guy who's writing this stuff and drawing this stuff and saying this stuff. I think maybe I shouldn't go alone. Just for the safety of all involved.
Let's pause there, if I may. We've just gone too long without entertaining half of our cast.
Yeah, I agree.
I fully agree with that.
So
I don't know how you're not entertaining me.
I
My
just keep
God.
talking until you tell me to stop. That's all.
Listening to Johnny go
Basically,
on and on is
what Steve and I
hilarious.
would like is for you guys to start entertaining us.
I've never realized how far he will dig his own grave. It's amazing.
If you let Steve continue to talk, Steve will continue to talk.
Well, I bet
I
Johnny.
sent
Best
him
part
over
is I
there
don't even
not
have
because
to
I didn't
act
think I could
to
do
do
it.
It is
but I knew it'd be more
enormously
entertaining.
entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a great time, but I'm also very aware that I have other players. You guys have this discussion, and you guys, let's say for now, y'all go your separate ways and agree to meet
Right,
at
Bauer.
maybe around dinner time. Check back in. Dr. Abernathy, breakfast went up to Cole. Maybe it's time to check on him. Plus, your schedule has already been destroyed for the day. You know, it's time for
Sure.
you're already 20 minutes past due for your toothbrushing.
And my second shower.
And your second shower.
Oh, right, yes.
Downstairs in the basement, there is a phone that is kept for the housekeeping staff. If cassette is needed to service a room or something, then the phone will ring. Cassette hears the phone ring, and so do you, Ellie, and so does Terry, but Terry is kind of sulking in a corner right now after being accused correctly of lying, and his apology. Cassette answers and pokes her head around the door, says, "Miss Ellie? Is, Miss Joe wants to speak to you?"
Joe? Alright, yeah. I'll go over there. Pick up the phone.
As she's handing it to you, she says, "Is, time for me to go to Monsieur Goldman's room? I will be back." And you see her go to a corner, and she opens up a closet that you've worked here for ages, and you don't remember seeing this closet get opened. Maybe you're just never around when she goes in. But she pops in and she pulls out a little rack on wheels. You've seen them in hospitals before, and it's even got the little saline solution bag and the drip cord connected to it. And she pulls that out and she walks past you, going towards the service elevator as you pick up the phone.
Noted that she's taking that to the hotel owner's room.
Mm-hmm.
But my attention span is not wide enough for all of this, so I'm gonna just talk to Joe.
Okay. Hello? Ellie, are you there?
Yeah? What do you want?
Oh, hello, Ellie. We got a call to the desk for you. It seems that Mr. Ricci wants to see you in his room.
Oh, shit. All right. Was that it?
Yes?
All right, bye. And
You
she
remember
just hangs up.
and then click.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Ellie's gonna turn around. She's got emergency clothes stashed down here. Get changed out of the, I'm gonna head upstairs.
Okay. Having you in that direction is good for now. I'm going to head a few floors up to where Jack Kealy is standing at the corner, next to a houseplant, reading the paper, smoking a cigarette, whatever it is that you do as you kind of stake out the room.
Did you
Indeed.
say reading a houseplant?
He's leaning next to a houseplant, reading a paper. I hope I didn't say reading a houseplant.
No, you said it right.
Okay. Steve,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Okay, that's just me. Not listening, I guess.
As
He's
you are
reading his own palm.
as you are waiting there, the elevator, you hear the ding of the elevator arriving and the opening of the doors. Out steps Mr. Buchanan, the other occupant. He lives a floor above where you do. And he looks over. He turns and walks your direction with some kind of a sense of purpose. But seeing you, he kind of slows down, says, "Oh, Mr. Kealy.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing a little bit better now. I was wondering if we might continue our conversation from earlier."
I just happened to be here, and that's sure perfect timing.
Right. Sorry, I'm on my way to a friend's room, but the unfortunateness with your door this morning. I have my suspicions who might be responsible.
Well, I love to hear him. You say you're on your way to a friend's house.
Friend's room. That's got nothing to do with it. That German fella. No, Bauer, I think they call him. You know, the Germans were with the Ruskies in the war. I think he is some kind of a. I've been watching him since I got here. I think he is some sort of a spy or a defector. Here
Think so.
I do, and you know, I've gotten a sort of an eye for this sort of thing. Seems to have been keeping an eye on the folks around here, saying odd things, doing odd things, keeping very close, playing the cards very close to the vest.
Well, you know those types.
Now, I don't know what he's got against you, Mr. Kealy, but if there's someone suspect in this hotel, I think it's that Mr. Bauer. If you were wanting to encourage him not to do something along those lines to you again, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Oh, well, thanks, bud. That would be great. I'll have to connect with you, and we'll have to organize something, I suppose. I guess you're on your way to somewhere, so when did you want to meet up again?
Why don't we
Maybe I could join you.
why don't we pay the man a visit after hours? Once he's adjourned to the room, maybe when we know where he's at, go and have a polite conversation with the gentleman. And as he says that, he kind of adjusts his coat, and you see that he is strapped at the moment.
Nice. You got it, Buck.
I'll look forward to seeing you later this evening, Mr. Kealy.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you guys are having this chat, Jack, you notice a door all the way at the end of the hall open. It's where the service elevator is. And from that comes walking that girl from poker last night that was with Ricci, making her way towards his room. And Ellie, you've arrived, and you see at the far end of the hallway is Lorenzo's gambling buddy talking with that fellow that won all of everybody's money last night. And you can roll your spot hidden if you want. If you would, please.
Absolutely.
You do have
a bonus die if you need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that bonus die.
Go and use the bonus die.
I feel like I really want to spot whatever's hidden here. Let me see if I can. Let me find a third D20 real quick. There we go. I mean, D10.
Third.
Yeah, it's the bonus die, right? Don't I roll them all at once?
Yeah, you do. So
Yeah.
the D10
Okay.
and 2 percentiles?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Spot hidden. Yeah, that's still not gonna be good enough.
Is it close?
Close enough you could burn some luck.
Or do you want to push the roll?
I can't. Yeah, my spot hidden's at a 30, and the best I rolled was a 42, so I don't think that's gonna.
No.
That's a little bit too much luck. Yeah.
Is it? I mean, you could.
No.
We're supposed to get luck back at the end of every session, by the way, or have a chance to.
How we are going to be doing it is every night we will do the investigator development phase, and we will give you the opportunity to get more luck back. So, did we not do that the last investigator development phase?
We didn't.
Okay. What is it? It's just a D10 of luck back for everybody, right? There's no check involved.
If you roll above your luck, it's just a test like any other. Except,
let's pause everything. Everybody roll your luck right now. If you fail your luck,
you can
get to
exceed
improve
your
it.
max. So even if your max, I rolled an odd 1.
No shit.
I exceeded.
We're just making a random luck roll. Okay.
So
If I
roll a
rolled
D10, Jack, and add that to whatever your luck is right now.
If I had rolled before I
Wait.
spent it
Add
this
it?
session, it would increase.
Yeah, you're supposed to roll above it. The only so I got nothing.
Yeah.
I wasted an odd 1
Wow,
here.
mine
I wish it
Wow,
had been
maybe
a luck
so.
roll, because then I would get magic from that.
Yeah.
Wait, so do I roll
I
above
would
or
get
below?
power from it.
You want to roll above.
Okay, I got a 41, but my luck's at a 70, so.
Well, if I
Okay,
rolled it
so you don't
now,
get to. So your luck's at a 70
This
and
is
you're
why
worried
it's
about
good to burn
12?
luck is the point, though.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
makes you more
I'm
likely to
worried
get
about
more back.
Well, and the keeper wants you to succeed at stuff because it drives the story. So, burn luck and then get it back.
so am I rolling
Do
this
I-
as though I had done it when I slept or
Yes.
now? Because that makes a difference in whether it increases.
Now.
Oh wait, we can't stack
Do
these,
I-
can we?
No.
Do I want
I
to
only
burn
got one.
12 luck, though?
That's up to you.
That's a lot of luck. I feel like I'm approaching situations in which
to.
I need so much.
The trade-off is that the more you burn, the more likely you are to get to increase it
No.
the next time.
That's fair.
I've burnt 5 so far, so not nearly 12.
Mm.
You're not going to get to check it either way. The question is just, do you want to succeed or not?
I do want to succeed.
Okay. So
You
we're very
can go
much
above
on-
your starting amount, by the way, too,
If I go
Steve.
crazy,
So just so you know,
Fine, I'll
Can't.
spend the luck on it.
you can.
As Kealy and
Get
Can.
my 12 points on.
Buck are talking,
Your start basically doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
you see
Alright.
Buck is there talking to Kealy in a friendly fashion. And you see him not so subtly reveal a revolver underneath his coat as he does so.
Okay. Buck, right? Not Kealy?
Buck, yeah.
Yeah.
Kealy is not flashing his piece in the middle of a hotel hallway.
Yeah.
That's saved for in the room.
I mean, there's a bullet hole.
Or you
I
can
was
rest
told,
assured.
like,
You can rest assured he's strapped.
all right.
But he's not some kind of amateur that goes, showing it off.
Got that. Noting that down. In the space that my brain has
Trying
left
to
for it.
forget this.
Yep. All right, but Buck is leaving, right?
No. He's standing there talking to Kealy.
Is his shirt on?
His shirt is on. Amazing.
You could ask him to take it off.
The only
Should have
time she
rolled
wants
that
You'd
with
have
the
to go underneath that
not
gun.
interested when his shirt is on.
Like, could you wear
I mean, that's the
nothing
kind of
but
thing that
the
if you're just-
holster?
Yeah,
Look,
nothing
I
but
was
the
on
holster,
earlier.
but
These are important questions. How close?
I don't know if
Opposite end
it's
of the
Katie
hall.
or Ellie, but one of them's ready to go.
Y'all are on opposite end of the hall. Almost the halfway point between you is Lorenzo's room.
Okay. I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm getting close enough to like hear their conversation, but I'm gonna like stop outside of the room.
Okay.
And I've got this little compact mirror that I keep with me with like a little bit of makeup that I was not wearing earlier, right? Because I was working in the distillery, and I'm powdering my face a little bit before I go up and knock on his door. But I'm also like listening to him.
Okay. Because I want Jack to have the opportunity to check something off too. Why don't you make a listen check? Jack, why don't you roll psychology to see if you notice if she's intentionally stalling to try and eavesdrop.
Okay, I do actually have a check on that, but
Oh, you already do? Okay.
and I would have just made it.
See.
Just made it.
61 out of 77.
Yep.
Or versus 77.
You're good. That dame is stalling
Hot to reach
here
you.
outside. Trying to see what you guys are up to. And Ellie, how did your roll go?
I made it too, just barely. I got a 30 in listen and I rolled a 26.
So you're coming in kind of near the end of the conversation and you hear, why don't we pay him a visit after hours and have a polite conversation with him?
Nice.
Oh man. The fact that there's a gun and they're having this conversation so close
Yeah.
to his room is gonna give me some false impressions here. All right.
Almost as if it were planned. It wasn't.
Nerd.
Almost as if it's evil.
Oh no. All right.
Fucking lasers.
I'm trying to think what
I
she
really
would do
enjoy
from
those
here.
movies. I like all except for the fat bastard bits. I really enjoy.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I'm dead sexy. Anyway, what are you doing, Kate? No,
Oh,
Erik.
I could cut glass.
Flip.
Let's have a get in my belly.
I'm crying.
Get in my belly.
My belly.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
are you gonna cry? Oh, why don't you lay your giant head against your wee pillow?
I love you
I'm not
guys.
joking. Look at the head on that one. It's like an orange on a toothpick.
All right, so I know what I'm watching on the plane to Toronto now. Ellie, you realize this? You knock on the door.
Yeah, I'm going I'm going up to the door, but like as she does, she looks to the two guys, like Jack Kealy and Buchanan, and just gives them like a hello, like kind of wave. Like doesn't say it, it's like, you know. And then she's gonna knock on the door.
Buck kind of
Innocent.
lets his coat fall back down and returns the wave with a smile.
I'm looking disrespectfully. Only for a second though,
On the
before the door opens.
door does open, but it's got that chain. It only opens that far, right? And you don't see Lorenzo's face, but you hear his voice say, "Is that you, Ellie?"
Hey, sweetheart, it is me.
Anyone else out there?
I mean, yeah, there's a couple of guys standing off to the side having a conversation about something. I don't know. I didn't hear them.
Hurry on in. The door quickly closes. You hear the rattle of the chain, and it opens. And Lorenzo is there, and he's kind of letting the door body block him a little bit. And you see he is dressed. And he's dressed, you know, he's already dressed in his evening wear, as a matter of fact. But it's not quite put together. Not every button is done up. The bow tie is just kind of hung around his neck and whatnot. And as you enter the room, as I assume you do, you see easily that the drawers are pulled out of his dresser, and he has 2 suitcases packed on his bed. And as soon as you get inside, he closes the door, turns the lock, puts the chain back, and goes over to the bed, grabs the suitcases. Says, Ellie, doll, I've decided that it is high time that we dispense with all of this separation. I should probably tell you what has been on my mind these past several days.
All right. This is either going to be really good or really bad.
Well,
I'm listening.
It starts bad, but I think it gets good. You know, what I do for a living, who I work for, and the sort of things that they asked me to do. Well, I did some of those things, what they asked me to do, and as it happens, me and and Johnny Law are not simpatico at the moment. Hence my desire to be spending time here at the hotel. It seems that the detective has been coming around asking questions. And though I have made a great secret of my staying in this particular room. A gentleman came by earlier today, and I am, well, I no longer feel safe in this room, honey. I am very close to being able to get out of this town. The family is going to be giving me quite a sum in the next few days. I'm expecting it any day now. The kind of money that can get us out of this town. Give us a new life somewhere else, where you can set yourself up proper-like. But until that payday comes, baby, I ain't safe in this room. I was thinking maybe you and I, get a little practice in shacking up together. I move into your place for a couple of days.
She's kind of like rubbing the back of her neck, like you wanna get in my hotel room and like put your stuff in there?
Yeah, I mean, it won't be like a permanent type thing. And look, it's just a hotel room, doll. Like, that's not where you want to be. This isn't the life you want, and I can give you the life you want. We just gotta wait a couple more days.
A couple more days, huh? I mean, you know, you ain't really been around that much lately, you know. I really. I mean, what?
Well, now you'll know right where I am. All day, every day.
Well, I mean, when you're in the room, sure, but
Oh, I ain't planning on leaving that room. I mean, not as long as you're in it with me, baby.
I mean, does anybody else know about this? Is it just you and me, or?
I ain't told nobody. In fact, I'd rather we not tell anybody.
Alright, I mean, just, you know, don't break any of my shit.
I won't touch nothing that I ain't supposed to. He gives you a little squeeze on the tuchus as he says that.
Wink, wink. Alright, well, guess it's alright if it's just a few days.
Then we can kick the dust off the shit town off our boots and go where do you want? Where do you want to go, baby?
I mean, you know, I got
move out
my...
the country? You want to see
No.
New York?
I've been here my whole life. I love this city. You know, I got my mom and my dad here, and they're,
I don't give a shit about you, Ellie. That's why they kicked you out.
Well, I mean...
Look, you don't need nobody but me, baby. We got each other.
I mean, yeah, you said that, but where you been the past, like, 2 or 3 weeks? Like,
Look,
every
I've
time
been
I try to
hiding.
find you...
Look, I killed a cop, baby.
You've been
What do you want
hiding...
from me?
So what? You trust me to move into my entire hotel room now, but you can't tell me where you at the past couple of weeks.
I've been right here. Covering my ass, trying not to get you in trouble.
Okay.
You want to roll your psychology?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see if I can roll it. See if I can pick up any of this bullshit. It's not gonna be good.
You have your bonus die and you have the push roll if you want them.
And luck.
And luck.
Psychology.
Like 70 or something. You could be making any roll you want.
Okay, my luck's at 58 now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all the luck in the world.
Long as you're less lucky than me, I'm happy. Because I know the game mechanics.
Wow. I see how it is. That's fine. That's fine. I am gonna go ahead and use that bonus die.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not gonna go that well. I'm gonna try.
Boop.
Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. They failed me. Yep.
I was gonna ask, do real dice treat you better than digital ones?
No, they don't.
Oh,
I got a 51, which is
Hey,
nowhere close to what I needed. So
one Maple Prism has gone ahead and given you your bonus die back.
Nice.
Thanks, Varin.
thanks, Maple.
They're gonna keep giving them to you. You're just gonna keep throwing them in the garbage.
So even though you got the bonus die, do you want to push the roll and try again? Or do you want is it so far that luck is not an option? Even with the bonus die?
Wait, like push the roll and just roll again?
So pushing the roll is
Yep.
I try again and I explain how I am trying harder than last time. But
Yeah.
if you fail the pushed roll, then it's not
Worse
going to
things
be
happen.
it's not going to be you realizing what he's up to, which I assume the players know. But it is going to be you and Lorenzo both realizing what the other is up to.
Okay, so those are my consequences. Yeah, let's push it. Let me try one more time for worse consequences if I
Yay!
fail.
Now, question. Because I don't know, Mike, you might know this off the top of your head. When you have a bonus die, do you get the bonus die on the pushed roll as well?
I would assume not.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
absolutely don't.
guess what? You were just afforded another bonus die if you wanted it.
That's okay. It's okay.
Not using it? Okay, good luck,
Let's
girl.
let fate have this one.
Oh, the noise.
Girl after
will
my own
leave.
heart.
What's your chance?
I've still got like 9 more beers right next to me if this goes really poorly. All right.
there you go.
I don't see.
Let's start on
I don't
those
see a look of
beers.
being
It
thrilled.
doesn't feel like a celebration.
This anticipation is killing me.
How about those beers?
How many
Yes,
beers?
we're getting sauce tonight.
I got new dice to roll for this stream, and I haven't rolled them at all yet. Because I don't roll much in this game. Even though Teal Holdren is saving his channel points for me, I don't roll much in this game, but I'll show them off to y'all while Katie tells us what she rolled.
I I might be about to die.
Oh, you're on the other.
Ooh.
Oh, you're on. That's right. Never mind. You're on the Discord. Or, yeah, exactly.
Will you
Twitch stream.
focus on the die, please?
Oh, it's such a pain in the ass.
It's really like in your ring instead.
It's like,
Yeah.
how about I just focus in on
Yeah.
Rob's fingerprints so you can all
You got,
steal
yeah, you
his
got too much
identity.
jewelry on, man. It likes it better.
Sorry.
And I do it without jewelry, and it still likes other things better.
I'm gonna take a picture of this roll to remember it for later.
Oh, did you get
You
like
get the
100?
I got 3 zeros across the board.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
100. You can't fix that with luck.
No.
That's
So
the,
that's
the
a
pushing.
that's a
I think you
super
pushed.
fumble
Wait,
on a
isn't that
push.
just 10? Wait,
Yeah,
isn't that
no,
just
that's
10?
the worst one.
Break in the face!
You pushed your luck, and your luck pushed back.
Oh
It's
my
all zeros,
goodness!
right? Yeah, that's right.
That is
That's it.
awesome.
100.
Yeah,
She
10
said-
would be 10
someone-
and 2 0.
Quickly
No, that's
rewind to the point where she said, "Let's let fate have this one," and then come
Or
back
you
in
could
here.
also not do that.
She hasn't played enough tonight for you to kill her.
The Norns have woven your fate.
So here's
She has
What
the
was the
seen
skill?
any
He is
spooky
not
stuff.
pretty.
here's the good news. Is you think he wants to get back together?
Hey, wait a
you
minute.
think
Couldn't
he's-
you just use one luck and roll it over to 1?
Hell yeah. No.
Sorry,
You know what? No.
question. I just
think
Once you push the
consequences.
roll, luck is no longer a factor. You can do
gotcha.
one or the
Yeah.
other, a push or a luck.
I didn't realize it was a push. Yes, gotcha.
So it's really a worst case scenario, is what
It's-
you're
I
saying.
yeah.
stepped away and you got the worst.
So
of
here's
the
the thing.
This is where
You
we
believe
cut to
he-
commercial and we
he
come
is
back with something
penitently
terrible.
wanting to just do his absolute
Greg.
best to get you out of this and into whatever that you want to do. And he's trying to make up for this lack of attention that he's shown you. He was just scared. He was just looking out for you. But while you are having this realization of his pure intentions. As you look away for a moment, the audience sees his face darken. And then go back to being pleading at the moment you turn back.
Sucker.
What do you say, baby? Just a couple of nights. And we'll spend those nights together. No going down to the casino. Just you and me.
No casino, no secret visits, no.
Just Bone Town.
Just Ellie and Lorenzo. In that order.
Wow. He might ought to quit while he's ahead.
Just let me get my
Trying really hard. Trying really hard to get a straight face right now.
Assuming your consent, he goes.
I gotta get some acting skills.
He grabs his suit briefcases and he puts his arm around you and leads you towards the door. And
ooh, that's nice. Is that velour?
Encourages you. You unlock it. You open it up. And he is encouraging you, sweetly / forcefully, to lead him towards your room. Which, in all honesty, he has no idea where is. But you walk out into the hallway, Jack. You see that broad went into the room, and less than a minute later, she's coming out, and so is Lorenzo.
And he's carrying bags.
With 2 briefcases. With 2 suitcases, yeah.
Which way do they go?
So you watch them head to the elevator. And Buck, as they pass, says, hey, Lorenzo, did you need me to, just... I got it, Buck. Thank you. Okay. Good seeing you. See you tonight? Lorenzo doesn't answer as they get into the elevator. Well, that was weird.
Sure was. I remember exactly what room Ellie was in.
I was supposed to see that fella.
I literally have it written somewhere, but...
Oh, you have it in the, you have it in your notes?
I learned the journal or whatever, so I ended up having...
In
I remember he had 10 different
room numbers. Was Ellie one of them? Because I will tell you,
Ellie wasn't one of them.
I'm trying to find the notes to make sure.
He wasn't. I got him. It wasn't there.
No. Oh, well, there you go. Then I don't know.
But you know where that information can be found.
I do.
I was supposed to see that fella. He called and asked to see me in his room.
Oh my.
Apparently worried about something. He's I bet you he's worried about that Bauer fella too.
He's a jittery looking guy.
That he is. He's a nervous fella. Good to play cards against. A little bit like that has tells. Not that I need to tell you. You took all his money last night.
Indeed, sir.
Well, hey, I'll be down at the Minus Club tonight. And maybe you and I knock back a few drinks and then go pay this Bauer fella a visit.
We shall see you there.
Well, guess if I'm not needed, I'll do a few more laps in the pool.
Oh, enjoy.
See you tonight.
Bet.
And he swaggers back towards the elevator. Lorenzo is headed down to the first floor to move into Ellie's room and put his stuff aside. He doesn't really move in. He keeps everything in his bags. Which, to someone who did not absolutely fail their psychology check might be a red flag, but Jack,
I'm wearing rose-colored glasses, baby. It's all regular colored flags.
Jack, what is your next call? You're alone on a floor that Lorenzo is not on all of a sudden. What are you about to do?
Well, figuring that it's going to be a waste of my time to search the room, because I'm guessing I already figured out he's on his way out.
Maybe.
I can only assume so. So I am going to refresh by going to my room and freshen up, basically rest.
Brilliant. Let's use that excuse. We are going to fast forward to the evening. And when we come back from the break that we're about to go on, it will be essentially the time in yesterday evening where you guys went to the casino and had your supper and are deciding what to do with your night. As we go to the break, don't forget that you can leave the stream up, please do, so that you know when we come back. But also, you're continually earning loyalty points just by having the stream up so that you can buy more tickets towards our two giveaways for the night. Not only are we giving away this genuine Water Buffalo Horn mug stuffed with dice on the inside that you can't see because it's in a black velvet bag and it doesn't show up on camera, as well as the Dragon Orb hollow sets of dice that jingle when you roll them together when they're not all in plastic bags. Again, genuinely didn't know I was giving these away, but the community here is so freaking awesome that we are giving away 2 things tonight. We'll be doing that at the end of the stream, so hang around and we will be back in, let's see. Can we do 5 minutes, everybody, or do we need to stay a little longer? I know we had 10, says the man. We'll be back in 10 minutes at the top of the hour. We'll see you soon.
No. I just thought we were doing the leveling up thing.
We are going to be doing that when we sleep. And welcome back, everybody. Hello. Thank you for waiting through the break. Thank you for waiting for the giveaway. I have taken the hoodie off, and now you see the undershirt I hoped no one would see today. But it is too warm in here when I have to turn the AC off. Because it is way too noisy, because this is an old and shitty studio. What from I record from. To anyone trying to do the giveaway and not having any luck at the moment, you ought to be having the luck. Let me refresh this real quick. We have almost 800 tickets purchased for this giveaway from 20 people. I have upped the number of entrants that we can have. Because you know what?
What is that number that you can put then apparently? Because I think Snoo is trying to get the max that she can.
You can have up to 100 tickets. And subscribing gets you extra loyalty, following gets you extra loyalty, and watching gets you extra loyalty. You get a loyalty per minute, and it costs 10 to buy a ticket. So every 10 minutes you watch, you can buy another ticket. If you have run out and you've watched through that break, you just got another ticket. Congratulations.
Look at that.
I think it costs 20 to buy a ticket.
It does it?
It does on the link, unless that's like just a me price, which I don't understand.
Hang on. I can't set you prices.
I don't want the Katie price. I do not want the Katie price.
Is it just the Katie price?
Katie has the opposite of a discount code, apparently.
What did I do?
Maybe
the upcount code.
Maybe it is 20. Sorry,
You have an upcharge code.
For your birthday, you get to pay us more.
Sassy Skittles has got a ticket. I know, just the one so far. TL Holdren, Leo Yeager, Sheepy, Existential Nerd have all maxed theirs out, deservedly so, and everyone else is somewhere in the middle. Steve is entering. Steve is not even here, and Steve has bought 60 tickets. Steve is not allowed to win. I have stuff for Steve. He is not allowed to win, and he knows it. Also, Katie. Katie, you do not have a free source of dice by virtue of your relationship with the company. You are allowed to win.
I don't. I got one of those buckets from the D&D movie, and
Erik Braa is in for 25 tickets too.
I wasn't supposed to do that. I didn't know.
You're okay. I'm not gonna let my brother win though. I have dice like in my car for him whenever he wants dice. So
I don't have a free source, and I need so many more dice. So.
That is fair. Steve, we are live, by the way. If you did not know.
I assumed all the kids were needing extra bedtime stuff.
Do not break into my car, Leo. That is not allowed. That is breaking into things is Ellie's thing. It's not yours.
It's going to be impossible to replace.
Leo, just talk to me after the stream. Don't worry about it.
All right. Let's get back into it. Mr. Kealy, you have had your dinner. It is 7:30 in the evening. You've had an invitation from Mr. Buchanan to pay a visit to Mr. Bauer's room in the evening. Currently, you don't know where Mr. Bauer's room is. You suspect Mr. Buchanan does not know either. And you may not even feel like taking him up on it. But that offer was made. Mr. Ricci, you learn during the intervening time, because you are a good fixer with ridiculously high stats, sir, that Mr. Ricci has not left the hotel. You check with the bellhop. You check with the lady at the front desk. You surreptitiously let her know, and she's very grateful to you, by the way, Miss Templeton is, that you did not let slip in front of the detective that Mr. Ricci is indeed here, because she knows you know, and you know she knows, and both of you know that one another knows, and neither of you let the detective know. That no, he did not leave, in fact. So somewhere in this hotel, he has relocated.
He's with that little dame.
Yeah, he might be with that little dame. And hello to lords and ladies of fate. Thank you guys for raiding, playing a little Call of Cthulhu as the illustrious Erik Braa is doing a little investigating for a man he once did.
You weren't supposed to share that.
I can share whatever I want. It's my show.
Oh,
that all of you are making very entertaining.
Wow, we're just
Heyo.
cogs in the machine.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
we're
Can I
really
make the-
shiny
can I-
cogs, though.
Can I make the chair sink? There we go.
By the way, I think
Oh,
Jack does know where Bauer's room is. I think that was on the list. That
Was-
he got,
I
just so you know. I'm
actually
pretty
think
sure.
it was. I can't
Yeah.
find the freaking list, but
Steve,
He had,
you
he had
have
a list
Eric's
of
list.
10.
I did
Yeah,
not.
I have it written down, but I know the
I
number.
had, like,
and I think
almost
I only know
everybody.
it because of that.
Anybody
You know.
knows the number. It's because Jack found it out last session.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He
So,
knows it's
It's in my
904.
I just
master.
can't find the
notes.
damn sheet that I wrote it on.
dude, it
You
is
know it.
okay. I have the sheet in front of me. If you know it, then you know that he is in room 904.
904.
That was it.
904. See, we all knew.
We all knew that.
We
Yeah.
all knew it. We all knew it.
I knew that.
There we go.
I
Well,
work
that-
here.
What you don't
Fantastic,
know,
then.
what you don't know is where that broad lives.
That's right. I don't know where that little broad lives.
Now,
She came and got him, and then they left together.
so I will say, if you would like to try and have another look at that ledger, that is a thing you could try to do in the intervening hours.
Then let's do that.
All right, you were introduced to Miss Walker. You know her Christian name, and so it is somewhere in that.
I
book
was
you
introduced?
suspect. Yeah, Mr. Ricci introduced everyone at the poker table.
Oh, that's
to
right, at the
everyone else
poker
at the poker
table. That's
That's the only
Right.
time we've all been together was at the
But
poker
I
game.
didn't realize that she's the bootlegger.
I don't think she was introduced as the bootlegger, but she
No,
was
she
introduced
wasn't.
as Ellie Walker, and you do recognize her going into Ricci's room. Therefore, how would you like to try and find out that information? Do you want to wait for a minute where there's no one at the desk, or do you want to maybe convince the
Yeah,
lady
well, my
at the
plan
desk
is-
to give you the info, or
The lady at the desk and I have a connection at
you
this
have a bit of a
point.
tete-a-tete?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll go up to the desk, as long as nobody's around. Obviously, I
Just
will
the
wait
two of
for
you.
there to be a lull, just the two of us, and go. How you doing? We've
Mr.
spoken before.
Kealy, it is so good to see you. I must thank you for your discretion with the detective earlier, as I'm sure you know as a Hollywood man. And she, adjusts her collar to, aged though she is, to be a little more presentable. Says, Hollywood man as you are, that, discretion is the commodity of business.
It is, and I must ask yours.
Oh. She adjusts the other
Well.
collar.
Bound
This she is brunette, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's
She's brunette. Ellie.
Oh.
Just curious. I think she was going to meet with a friend of mine, but they said something about going to meeting in her room, and I just couldn't remember which room that was. Any way you could help me out?
Let's I'm going to give you a bonus die. You don't have to spend your special one to interact with her. I think this is either persuade or charm. You pick which one you're better at, or if you want to pick the other one just so maybe you can get a check mark in it, and you let me know which one you're rolling.
I think I need help in both anyway, so I'm going to say charm.
All right, let's charm the pants off this woman. Or the
Let's-
getting the-
floral pencil skirt off this woman.
That
He's getting a
is-
bonus die because I hung up on her earlier. Sweet.
I'm getting a bonus die. I don't
probably it.
think
Yeah. Tell you
Hold
anything you
on.
want to know about that bitch?
it was charm, and I don't think I've done very well here. I got just under it, so I got 58 when it should be 67 at the top.
That's a success.
All right.
So that works. So you want to
You
know?
are charming.
You gotta. He is, man. You don't want to be in Jack Kealy's way when it comes to charm.
Well, it wasn't down at a 12. I mean,
He's got that sun-kissed Hollywood charisma, just dripping off of him.
if I'd gotten a 12, her panties would have dropped. Hey-oh, but
You assume Miss
18
Templeton
plus.
wears any.
yes,
Aha.
yes. Miss Templeton might be in the granny panty realm.
Thought I smelled something
This
when I
might be
checked
an
in.
episode of Ab Fab.
Come on.
It just gets worse.
You,
Man,
you are all banned.
we were slowly getting worse, and then Steve just took us right off the cliff.
Look.
Just nosedive.
I thought it was me. I didn't realize that we okay. Or there we go.
Yep, nope, we're all there now. One way or another, we
now
got
everybody's
there.
like, that depends.
And I got in trouble
Good.
for my
That's
loads of
good.
laundry joke.
Oh!
Whatever.
You're getting called out in the chat for our degeneracy. Miss Templeton, Miss, by the way, not Mrs. She will remind you if you were confused. Ms. Templeton says, "Oh, Miss Walker's room. One moment," and she flips through the ledger, and she will
No.
happily tell you that Miss
She's
Walker's
here under
room
me.
is here at room 10. Ellie might know quicker than I do. It's on one of these pages.
Ellie is in 111.
Yeah. 111, like on the end.
111, that's right.
I'm close to the elevator, and then the preacher's on the opposite end of the hall for me.
That's
Close to the service elevator.
Hello, Nat Jester. Yes, so you have a room number. She's at room 111, Mr. Kealy. May I call you
thank
Jack?
Oh, you may. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Room 111, Mr. Jack.
I will, of course, ask for that discretion.
Oh, mum's the word. And she places the pretend key
gross.
down.
Well, I'll tuck mine right in my pocket.
Oh gosh, and your eyes can't help but follow her fingers.
I have a mouthful of whiskey. Don't make me spit it on my setup. Anyway.
Will it mess up the stream if I just like kill my feed?
Yes, it will.
Well, thank you, Tempe. I'll catch you later.
Because I look forward to it, Mr. Jack.
And then I had to see if I could at least get a fix on where 111 is.
Okay, you ride the elevator up just one floor. You have a look around. Instead of turning left like you do for so many other rooms, for your own room, for Lorenzo's old room, you turn right from the elevator and you go sort of around the corner and you see it's one of the rooms in that direction. You get a fix on where it is. You fix it in your mind. You memorize that door. And when you need it, you know exactly where it is.
Fantastic, then. I will oh crap, what am I doing now? I guess I'm gonna go back to the bar to just see if I can see what's going on with people.
Okay.
Get a vibe of what's happening.
Mr. Byers is there once again. Happily makes for you whatever you request, as long as it is on the menu provided by Miss Walker.
It's gonna be Walker's Neat.
There you go. They don't serve Johnny Walker here. They serve Ellie Walker here. They got Ellie Walker Black, Ellie Walker Red, Ellie
No,
Walker
it's just
Blue.
Ellie Walker's.
That's
It
it.
just says Ellie Walker's.
And Johnny prefers the Ellie Walker floor runoff pooled near the
Right.
drain.
He
With
likes
the cherry
Angel's
on
Envy.
top. I like Angel's Envy. Come on.
I'm kidding.
I know I have shit taste, but calling me out on stream.
No. Angel's Envy is great.
Okay,
I
I'm
was
glad we
talking
agree.
about the swill that she was giving him was the scraped off the freaking barrel.
Yeah,
or some shit.
That's the Evan Williams, please.
The
That's
Evan Williams green.
old crow.
Yeah,
That's Old
He's like-
Crow. That's
it's like
Old
the
Crow.
Evan Williams you didn't know they had, but it's the green
Old
stuff.
Crow just goes
No.
like, "Yep, it turns
There's,
into
there's the
alcohol.
well,
Spit
and then
it
they
out."
reach down for what Ellie got.
Look, you know when something is like triple distilled. There's got to be a first distill.
Look,
On the
at least the alcohol content is there. All right.
It'll work.
Yeah,
So is rubbing alcohol.
Mr. Kealy heads
this
to
corn
the bar.
liquor has still got the kernels.
The Colonel's 11 herbs and spices. What are we talking about?
What?
Wow.
Are you talking about corn?
This
kernels?
corn liquor
What's
still got
happening?
the kernels in it.
Now that's some sour mash.
No, it's just kind of greasy.
All right. Steve's joke was better than mine. Let's move on. So, Mr. Kealy heads to the bar. Mr. Byers grabs him a drink. Kealy, you look around the bar, and tonight you see that Mr. Bauer is in the booth that he was in yesterday. The gentleman missing most of his hair with the middle with the Eastern European accent, I should say. Other than himself and one Mr. Hank Martin, who I don't believe you were introduced to, but the furtive-looking gentleman fondling his wedding ring furtively. Sorry, wrong hand. There we go. Nervously drinking alone, because now he's got a taste for it.
Wait, was that you pointing out that you have a wedding ring?
No, I have a ring. It's a glow in the dark.
I thought you were trying to make an
one
announcement
ring of
or
power.
something.
No, very much single.
Heyo!
18 plus.
Oh my God, the lines are lighting up.
Ladies, gentlemen, please. This now is not the time nor the place.
He's now changed his name to Lover Wannabe.
Anyway, as Mr. Kealy is looking around the mezzanine bar as Mr. Byers prepares for him a drink, in the company of Mr. Bauer and Mr. Martin, do any of you other players imagine you are here at this time? If so, I want to mention you. If not, we will find out where you are.
What time is it?
7:30.
I actually wrote my schedule down. Let's see. The bar nightcap at 7:30 in casual jacket. But I do have to go check on sometime
impressed.
in that intervening 8 hours. I had to go check on Travis. So I don't mean to interrupt, but I would have done that.
Because you are there and would be there for Mr. Kealy to see with your illustrious mustache. In the meantime, you did go back to check on Mr. Cole. Let's allow you to roll your medicine, because that's the thing you do.
That is a thing I do. Well. I'm rolling like a champ. That's an 06 against a 77. Wow. So that's an extreme success.
So you run the gamut of things that you can do with the supplies that you have with Mr. Cole. And Mr. Cole seems to be in quite perfect health, though somewhat distressed. He is honest with you, and he knows what you do for a living, and he's known you for years, and he has no reason to lie. He's quite honest that everything that you discuss with him that has happened in the previous day, he has no personal recollection of. Though, after so much evidence and convincing to the contrary, he believes you that he has forgotten the whole of yesterday. And to his chagrin, he has remained in bed and given rest. Seems in perfect health. Every metric that you can measure in that hotel room seems to be all right, except that he has lost 24 hours.
I first assume, because, I'm not a jerk, it's probably very upsetting to him and that sort of thing. And I reassure, first I ask him things like, did this ever happen before and all that? And I assume the answers are no.
Answer is no. If it had ever happened before, you would have known. We've been friends for so long. We've hardly been apart these many years.
And I follow up with, you're at least the third, maybe the fourth person I've encountered in just the last few hours who's reporting some sort of memory loss, either yesterday or, in the case of like the chef, in days gone by. And then that Reverend that we saw last night reported to the actor, Johnny Lawrence, that he's convinced that there's something funny going on with his memory or the events here in the hotel or something like that. I'm not suggesting I have any idea what's going on, but I hope you find some reassurance in the fact that you're probably not alone. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on.
Everett, I don't mind telling you that this whole situation makes me a little, it makes me nervous. This is not like me to forget a whole day, or forget anything for that matter. I mean, that's why I assume you've kept me around all these years.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Dashing good looks.
I don't think this has anything to do with you. It's happening to others. So something's going on. It's something in the food or something in the air or something you all drank or a place you all went. Of course,
Could it have been
something.
the veal? Because you didn't have the veal.
Well, I didn't have the veal, and that's not a bad idea. Maybe it had some... I don't know.
There must be some explanation to... if it's happening to more than just me, and you say that it's happening to more than just me, but why didn't it happen to you?
Well, I didn't eat the veal, but I'm not sure that that's really what's going on. There's some explanation for it. There's a logical explanation for it. I understand that it's upsetting. I think you should do familiar things. Try to stick to a routine. It served me well. Although
it's difficult to choose from the list of comments I have about you when you are sticking to your routine. However, if it has kept you from experiencing this, then there may be something to that.
I can't endorse the Reverend's behavior, but I'd say that maybe keeping a diary or something to remind you of the events of the day, so you would know if you had lost time, would be a good idea.
I think I'll do that.
Sounds good. Now, would you like to join me for a drink downstairs, or do you want to continue to rest?
Let's find out. No, I think a drink would do me good tonight.
All right. Well,
so
I'll get my own jacket.
If you will detain yourself for a few minutes, while he dresses himself, he will join you for your nightcap. And so,
sounds good.
Woefully at 7:35, you arrive for your nightcap. 5 minutes behind schedule.
Quite all right. We'll make up for it. I'm sure the bartender's looking for us.
I'm going to assume that I was a step ahead of them, so when I walk in, I'm going to say, "Oh, gentlemen, hey, first round's on me," and get a round of drinks for Bauer and whoever's there with him.
Okay. Are you buying for the whole bar or just for Bauer?
Well, when it's these guys right here. Like I walk up and this round's on me, and then I tell the bartender.
All right. Buyers will start making other drinks. Do you want to be doing this in the 5 minutes after you arrive before?
Yeah, I was figuring before everybody else, if I was the first one in, then I run over to those guys, I do that, and then everybody else can cascade in.
All right, so you do. I note the background change there, Mike. I always enjoy those. The fact that they're animated bewilders me at times.
Welcome to Prohibition Speakeasy.
So, right before Dr. Abernathy... No, you're welcome to bewilder me. I think it's cool. I just noted that it was... That's difficult to escape my notice. Kealy is in the bar with Bauer, for Bauer does leave his booth to come and join you when a free drink is offered. Before Dr. Abernathy and Mr. Cole arrive. Mr. Bauer sits next to you. You know his name by reputation, but you have not yet formally been introduced. And as he sits, says, let me get his picture up here, why not? Because I have it, and we've hardly seen it. Thank you. I do not believe we have been introduced.
Oh, my bad. Kealy. Jack Kealy.
Mr. Kealy, it is nice to be meeting you. It is, my name is Professor Bauer. To what do I owe the pleasure of this libation that you have afforded me?
Oh, it was just timing, my friend. You were right here, over here at this booth. I was walking in. I wanted to celebrate. I got great news today that, it looks like Miss Lockwood may be working with our studio. I'm very happy. I'm just very ecstatic. I thought you guys are right here. I wanted to buy you a drink. What do you do, Bauer?
Well, if you are celebrating, then it is, I will celebrate with you. It's, a wit beer from you, Sir Barton. What do? Is more appropriate to question what I used to do. See, I was a scientist. I suppose I still am. There's very little work for a scientist in my particular specialization in this area, I'm afraid. So in Chicago, I am a hobbyist of sorts.
Hobbyist? Into trains, or?
No trains. I have a fascination with the perhaps extra natural. The things that flirt with the edge of the sciences, you might say.
Fringe.
Yes, that is a good word. Fringe.
The fringe sciences, one might say.
It is my belief that there is much more in the world than conventional science may teach us.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. I hear talk there's people working on things like that right now.
Once I counted myself among them, but no longer. Now, I spend my time in hotels, seeking out friendly ears, and drinking, unfortunately, low in alcohol American beer.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I mean, none of it's even legal right now.
Have you tried the beers in Austria? Have you traveled?
I've been around the block a time or so. I do recall some of the English ales. I didn't like the fact that they were stored so warm, but yeah, they were pretty strong.
My experience with America is that the men here do not know how to drink. It is
That's so.
a pleasure to be meeting you, Mr. Kealy. And
Well,
to have a beverage worth drinking at your expense.
of course. Of course. So, what brings you to this hotel?
Well, he takes a drink from what you have ordered for him. I have a colleague here, as it were. A like-minded individual who has requested my help. And in that effort, I have arranged a transaction on his behalf.
Transactions. All right.
I'm sure a man as world of your experience has familiarity with such things.
Well, transactions, I understand. I'm not exactly a businessman, but sure, I understand how to transact.
My colleague has read some of my...
I didn't catch his name. What was it again?
He's a Reverend Carver.
Oh, right, the Reverend, yeah.
You have met.
I mean, I saw him. I don't know how much I really talked to him. Not my thing.
Suppose
You know.
the collar is a giveaway.
Indeed.
Nevertheless, he is a like-minded individual who I have some beliefs in common with. We have pursued many an intellectual discussion these many nights here in this bar.
Interesting. You two don't look like you'd be pals, but all right.
We are united by more than the vagaries of life.
Oh, sure, the power of the Lord, all that stuff.
Yes, the Lord. So maybe not how most understand it.
Sure, you're both praying to the same Lord?
These days, I think we are. And as he says
Well-
that, Dr. Abernathy and Mr. Cole walk through the door. And you see Mr. Bauer, Professor Bauer, as he ought to be known, speaking with Mr. Kealy. And for my information, around the hour of 7:35, where would Mr. Lawrence and Miss Walker be?
Does the elevator let out near the mezzanine?
It lets out in between the mezzanine bar and the Avalon restaurant. You can turn one way
Perfect.
and go to either.
I'll just be there the whole day. Because waiting to see if Lockwood comes down the elevator, you know?
Right.
That is fair. At the bar or at the restaurant or at the elevator? I'm sorry, I forget. Which one are you saying that you're at?
Anywhere I can see the elevator. I'm not
Okay.
going to sit in the same seat the whole time. That would be ridiculous and suspicious.
It will move 5 feet every few minutes.
To
Yeah.
avoid suspicion. That is great.
And
Smooth.
me, I've been here the whole time.
Well, Miss Lockwood was seen. She came down for breakfast. She came down for lunch, and she seemed to be waiting for something or someone, and made her way back upstairs without incident or without talking to anyone in particular.
Hmm. Did we talk at all?
Did you try to talk to her during that time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We don't have to roleplay it out, but yeah.
So if you spoke to her, she was very excited to continue to meet with Mr. Kealy. However, they seem to be missing one another. And wherever he is, she is not. And she goes down to the desk to make sure that he hasn't checked out or anything such as that. She seems quite worried. She tries to go to the mezzanine bar in the middle of the day when it's not open to try and get a bracing drink. And
But she
unfortunately
remembers.
isn't able to.
But she remembers meeting me and Kealy.
If you speak to her, she does, and she is
Good.
eager to speak to you and Mr. Kealy. But Mr. Kealy first.
We're just missing part of that equation. Gotcha. All right, so we're going to see what Mr. Kealy is doing in town that's more important than Miss Lockwood.
Well, in that case, you are in
Well
and
phrased.
around the mezzanine bar when Mr. Kealy goes down and begins to strike up a conversation with that weird Eastern European gentleman who Rob can never distinguish quite between a German and French accent, and I'm delighted that no one has commented on it yet.
With the
I wrote
guy
in my
that
notes, he is
matches-
German or Austrian or Russian or Transylvanian.
That
with
is
the
correct.
guy that... Yeah, just do Adam
He's
Sandler's
a-
He's a
Dracula.
ma- he's a very,
very-
Adam Sandler's
very well
Dracula.
traveled
Everyone
man.
when you
Yeah.
are Count Dracula.
I can't say if it's Bavarian or a different
Look, he's-
region.
This is why I said Eastern European and nothing else. Because that is not a
Still
strong
pretty
Rob accent.
Western European.
Well, now you've said Austrian, so now you're...
now I've had enough whiskey to call myself out. So
Now you've called yourself out. You're screwed now.
I'm done. It's
So
over. I'm
he's-
done.
You want to talk about Austrians? Let's talk about them. Come on.
So
Do
he's
it.
talking with a guy that matches the description of the guy that Doc told me to be looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that. I'm gonna be trying my best to listen in from my from my nearby area. If you want me to roll listen, I'll roll listen. But other
Let's see
than
if you
that,
can do it. Let's see if
other
you
than
can get a
that,
check mark.
let's just get Ellie in here.
And
Let's
Ellie, what are
see.
you up to, and where are you at the hour of 7:35?
You know what? We'll do these, and we'll do the extras.
You can be talking to me as Steve is rolling.
Well, I assume that she spent most of the afternoon trying to, like, somehow rearrange her stuff.
Make room for a little man.
Lorenzo will help
At
you
least for his
rearrange your stuff.
bags.
Giggity. Oh, right.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And-
Ooh, ee, ting, tang.
oh,
Ding, ding.
Jesus,
What? He's
you're
a helpful guy.
Oh,
You guys have dirty
Yeah,
hands.
you're bleeding.
anyway, so
Thank you, Professor Kittyman.
whatever happened there happened. And
Good news, everyone. We've all had a stroke.
I think you're right. So that happened. Whatever happened, happened. And but she does have something on her mind that she really needs to deal with, which is this thing that she stole from this guy's room earlier today. And of all the people she knows in this hotel, the smartest one and possibly the most logical one that she knows of is Dr. Abernathy. So coming around 7:30, she knows Dr. Abernathy is coming down for that 7:30 drink because, you know, she's often there to help serve it to him. Yeah. So assuming she can break away from this sudden baggage that is now attached to her hotel room.
So, not that Ellie is cognizant of this as Katie might be, but
yeah,
when Lorenzo gets there, you are welcome to come and go as you please and do whatever you want. He is not going to cramp your style whatsoever. He's just happy to be in your room.
Mm-hmm. Suspicious.
To everyone but Ellie. It's true.
Yep, I was about to say.
To
I don't know how
everyone
long he's
but
going to
Ellie.
make you suffer for that, but at least
Ellie,
the rest of today.
Yep.
Ellie is having a great time. She's loving it. She's like, anything that she doesn't want him to see, like her makeup and like her underwear that's not cute, is like getting moved to different parts of the room. You know,
perfect.
Do you want to
any marital aid you might have left lying around?
Is there anything you want to roll in the meantime to see if you need to hide something from him, maybe to farm a check mark off of me, or to try again on seeing through what everyone on the stream but Ellie knows is a little bit of bullshit?
Yeah, I would actually like to roll a stealth check if I can. Because she is going to be trying to help him. Yeah, while he's in the bathroom or something, she's like, I'm just going to unpack a little bit of his stuff since he's staying here. But, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I can try a stealth check, or possibly even a sleight of hand, but stealth, I think, because it would be like when he's not looking, you know?
Sure, your preference.
All right, I'm going to go for a stealth check.
Do you want the bonus die or no?
Yeah, I want that bonus die.
Yeah, you want that bonus
die.
I think Steve used his too, by the way.
I think Steve's was purchased for him again. But I will check.
Sorry, they get replaced quickly around here. We
appreciate
that.
They do. All right, I'm trying it. Let's see what happens.
Mine. I think mine's been used because I just did it on this listen check.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me, Jesus, that was almost so bad.
All right. First of all,
Adam got the last one for Abernathy. That was nice of him.
He did, and it's up there. Thank you, Adam.
That was so bad.
Johnny, you are aware of the gist of the conversation between Kealy and Bauer. You were able to pick up on Bauer's association with the Reverend, that he's been here for a while, that they have something in common, and that Bauer arranged a transaction on the Reverend's behalf, and that he is here for the extra-natural reasons.
Yeah, that was the only really yeah. That's the part I'd most want to have heard. Because we've got to slowly start figuring out what's going on here, and like Abernathy's the last person who's going to think it's anything other than explainable.
Fair enough. Well, currently Lawrence has heard that, and y'all have a relationship where that might come into your knowledge, into your sphere in a moment.
Oh, gotcha.
And Ellie, how did that check go?
Well,
I don't know if that's a good smile or a bad
no,
smile.
and this is a good one. Believe it or not, if I had not had that bonus die, it literally was a straight 100 again.
Wow.
But thanks to the bonus die, it is a 30, which is well below what I needed for stealth.
Okay. As you go through his belongings, he has a pistol in his belongings. It's no surprise. A lot of people in this hotel apparently are armed for reasons that should concern you. This one, however, as you are wrapping it up, you find it is buried in his belongings. It is wrapped up in so many things, and it is fastidiously cleaned. Even to you, who I assume does not have a lot of interaction with guns, have a note that this one is practically polished. And with your... is this a hard success for you, or is this a success for you?
Let me look. This is just a regular success.
Regular success. You are free to draw your own conclusions then, but he has a gun, not the most surprising thing. It's not loaded. And it is meticulously cleaned. It is absolutely buried. It's a good thing you succeeded your stealth check, because you probably would not have found this thing on accident in his belongings.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I would also, if I'm able to, once I've made this discovery, try to cover up the fact that I found it.
Okay.
I don't want him coming out and his suitcase is like tossed and turned, you know?
We will say,
you know,
with your carrying your stealth check forward, you disguise the fact that anyone has been in his stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, beyond that little discovery, she's just gonna like clock the fact that he has a gun. Again, not that it's not gonna seem that weird to her, because I mean, you know,
It's
what he does. Yeah, I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, her priority is definitely on this weird thing that she found, talking to the guy that she thinks is smart enough to know something about it. She's also got like an obligation to be at the bar later in the day, just to kind of oversee the drinks happening. And she just really likes people watching, so.
There you go. So let's say this. You are headed down to the bar. When you arrive, you are minutes after Dr. Abernathy. Unfortunately, you have missed his first drink, and therefore his first tip. Gosh darn it. That's what you get for going through your boyfriend's things. Jack Kealy,
That's fair,
is sat at the bar, and he is having a discussion with that Mr. Bauer. Hank Martin is at his own table and notes you as you come in. And he's got a drink, the same drink that you ordered him yesterday, because he does not know a different drink. And Dr. Abernathy and Mr. Cole, I imagine you, if I can suggest this for you, will make your way to Mr. Lawrence's table, who is currently sitting alone. And if you wished, now that you are partners in crime, to relay the things that you have heard, Johnny, that could be placed in Dr. Abernathy's notes as well.
Okay. Yep, I will pass that on.
And so, but 2 tables away from the conversation at the bar are Dr. Abernathy, Mr. Travis Cole, and Johnny Lawrence. Ellie is walking in. Mr. Kealy is still engaged in conversation with Professor Bauer. Let us go to Johnny and Dr. Abernathy for the time being. You ever joined Johnny? You once again makes the acquaintance of Mr. Cole, who greets you as though it is your first time meeting.
And I've told you that he had some memory issues.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, here,
Mr. Lawrence.
but please sit down. Sit down. Yeah, please sit down. Why don't you join me?
Mr.
The doctor and I have the doctor and I have taken today in your absence. I hope you're feeling better, by the way, to get to know one another a little better. So make yourself comfortable. And Johnny's going to be.
I appreciate.
I got a
that,
collection of.
Mr.
I got a collection of napkins that I've been writing notes on, and I'm now in the process of transferring them over to a notepad.
Travis also has a notepad at his doctor's orders. And as he jots down,
I love that everybody comes to the bar and scribbles in a notepad now.
Yeah.
Says,
No,
awesome.
Well, see, I've had a lot
to-
of time sitting out here in the lobby, in the mezzanine, in the restaurant. I've had a lot of time on my hands, and I realized that the last couple hours, like with all of this stuff going on, this is one of the most strange and interesting, exciting type things that's happened to me since coming here to the city. Since even some of the times in Hollywood, of the times that I can remember, that is.
Yes,
Mr.
Mr.
going well.
Everett did tell me that you were an actor type, and I'm sorry for forgetting it myself. Tell me, have you been in anything that I might have read?
Yeah, I was in I was Shakespeare and Macbeth and
Shakespeare and
yeah, I was
Macbeth.
Shakespeare and Macbeth. Yeah, there you go. I was Shakespeare and Macbeth.
That's, can't believe I missed that picture with both Shakespeare and Macbeth. That must have been quite the crossover.
Oh, how I knew me.
Bless you, man. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
Yes.
To is or not to was? That was the question.
Yeah.
I don't think they
anyway,
witnessed in any of those plays.
I was just commenting to Travis last night of how strange this place is.
This is a pretty good story. I'm there might be something to this, So I'm trying to keep as many of the details together as I can. It's I don't know. Maybe I didn't sleep so well last night or something, but I figure it's better if I write it down.
It's a good policy. The good doctor recommended that to me tonight as well.
Yeah, for your thing. Yeah, that's great. I'm hoping that maybe there might be a screenplay or something in here someday or something. I don't know.
As you say, Mr. Lawrence. Doc Abernathy, now that you've sat down and Johnny has made clear to you some of the things that he has made clear to you, what are you up to and interested in?
So, I see Bauer over there, and I say, Johnny, I think now's the chance for me to go talk to Bauer, right? Unless you want to do it, but I think I can go talk to him and just maybe see what his relationship with Miss Boyle is, see if I can figure out what's going on with him and the Reverend. He's the guy we wanted to talk to, and I think talking to him before we get in the, he doesn't use the word crazy, the spirited Reverend's room might be better.
Yeah, maybe you should lay the groundwork. I don't know if he knows quite how off the deep end his friend is there, but it might be good to have a heads up before he walks into that whole situation. But then again, it's not like the Reverend's, hiding it or anything. He's right there on the sleeve.
Well, I'll go get us another drink and speak to him. He's with that poker shark gentleman.
Yeah. I've been listening in on the conversation as we discussed. I'll just keep doing that. If something happens, I'll be listening.
How's
Sounds
it feel
good.
to be called a poker shark, Erik?
I don't know him in any other
That-
capacity.
I'm
That-
a real card shark.
That would
that's for sure.
excite Rob Franklin, I tell you what. I've never been accused of that, believe me.
So I'll walk over to the bar and look for I can never remember the bartender's name.
Mr. Byers.
Byers, Paul Byers. I'll walk over there and tell him I need 3, or maybe I'll do it Quentin Tarantino style so I don't get in trouble. And I say, "Good evening, Mr. Kealy. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Doctor.
Are you planning to take anyone else's money at the card table this evening?"
Oh, well, I'm sure that was just luck.
Luck seemed to follow you last night, but you're right. I guess one time can be luck. I have a feeling
try
you've
not-
won more than that, though.
I try not to press it too often.
And I say, pardon me for being forward, sir, but you must be Mr. Bauer. My name is Dr. Everett Abernathy.
Yeah, Doctor, it is nice to make your acquaintance. I am Professor Bauer.
Apologies, Professor. Which I will never forget and will always call him Professor after that. I say I hope I'm not interrupting your conversation, but actually came over here with the intention of meeting you, Professor. I have a question or two if you have a moment. I'd be happy to refill you gentlemen's drinks.
If it is not an imposition to the Mr. Kealy, then absolutely.
Ah, imposition. Free drinks are always welcome.
Then by all means.
I say, well, I insist that you do not take this in offense, because I don't intend it that way, but I don't know of a delicate way to say it. I met with a Miss Boyle this morning, quite accidentally, and she believes that an exchange took place between the two of you last night that I witnessed was ill-advised or accidental or to her disadvantage. And I believe she intends to seek you out with the intention of reversing that transaction. Does that? And I am watching him so close for how he reacts to that. Like, so close.
Would you like to make a roll to assure yourself that you have obtained every bit of information that comes out of his reaction?
Yes, I mean, I've already got a psychology check because you're always going to have one usually, but I made a psychology roll.
Okay.
A normal success.
He seems to be somewhat surprised that you are aware of the transaction. Not distressed, but surprised. And confused when you imply that she might be upset by the outcome of that transaction. And carrying your psychology roll forward, and you sitting right between them, Jack. He seems to be... You wouldn't consider him embarrassed as he tries to explain. There is no reason why Miss Boyle would have any reason to complain about the arrangement. I fulfilled my end of the bargain as well as it could be imagined. What was promised was paid. The transaction is over. If she has any complaints now, they are not warranted.
I don't disagree with you, sir. I witnessed the transaction quite accidentally last night here in the bar.
And that is impressive. I wish to be... I will make no secret of it now. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Kealy. Even not trying to be quite overt in the handling of this transaction.
I simply happened to be looking in the right place at the right time, I think. You were quite surreptitious. But At the time, she showed no signs of being unhappy with that transaction. Now she says she doesn't even remember it. And the woman is armed. So I felt that I should bring it to your attention.
He seems less than surprised. Carrying your psychology.
That she doesn't remember. Again, I'm watching again to
it.
see if he knows anything about the doesn't remember it.
He has that, like, reaction when you say that. It says, well, if Miss Boyle requires a refresher of the particulars of the events of last night, then I will provide it. She has no reason to complain. I was more than generous, in fact.
Do I notice that he's not surprised?
I would say so.
About the memory lost?
With your success. And Jack, you are completely present for all of this, by the way. If you have any aspersions that you may not be hip to what is said, you are hip to what is said. If you would like to roll your psychology as well to be as informed as Dr. Abernathy is, you are absolutely welcome to.
I think I've got it all. I mean, the only thing, and I've got a check mark there. So
yeah.
I mean, psychoanalysis. No, I got you.
Okay, Roger. You are welcome to. You are right there if you feel like interjecting.
Yeah, please don't let me monopolize it. I just
trying
to get some information out on the board.
I'm loving this.
They're like, their heads are right here, talking across your nose.
Right,
so,
and it's great because I'm just.
And you've got a free drink, just occasionally lifting it between them.
That's it. Pardon your chin, excuse me.
I say I know I'm monopolizing your time, but and I'm not sure if you're aware of this yet, Mr. Kealy, but Miss Boyle isn't the only one. My valet, Travis, and a number of other people in the hotel are reporting memory loss. And you don't seem too surprised by that, Mr. Bauer. Is it something you've encountered before? I saw the erratic behavior of your friend, Reverend Carver, in this respect as well. I'm trying my best to figure out what's happening, especially since it's affecting someone I'm close to.
I believe you used luck last time to succeed at a persuasion roll in our last session. If you would like to try your persuasion again for me.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I have absolutely no points in it, so I have just the base. So give me a...
Bam.
Give me
there goes the bonus
my
die.
elder sign.
No elder sign for Mike anymore.
I got to roll really low. The chances of me continuing this streak of... Thanks to the bonus die, all 3.
Those bonus dice are really doing some work.
It would have been a 73, but instead
you need
it's
to buy a little pedestal for whichever die. Wow,
this guy is like That's rolling crazy. Like a champ.
So,
I know.
Like when I was rolling my character.
Obviously, that's just a normal success, but I'll take it.
Oh,
it's
that
weird
sounded so much like Kronk for a second there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, wait, what?
From a game mechanic standpoint, though, right? This is what you want to do, guys. You got to succeed at the stuff you're really low at, because now you know you'll roll above it, and you know you'll get to raise it. So that's the way skills go.
Character improvement, baby.
I am 100% sounding like a sad Kronk, yes.
Oh
no, this is terrible.
Senua,
what am I gonna do? Oh my god, come on!
It's all I want for my birthday is you to keep doing that for the rest.
Patrick Warburton, yeah.
Katie, happy birthday!
It's Katie's birthday this week.
It is continually impressive. A professional voice actor's range. I've not gotten tired of it.
I want you to know how much I love you, Katie. You're the best.
We'll clip that for you later, Katie.
Please.
For my birthday.
You don't clip it, I will cry.
That is her ringtone going forward.
Yeah, clip it now. You better hurry up. Make sure you.
It's definitely gonna be my ringtone.
Look, I'm gonna.
Katie, answer the phone. I'm calling you, please. For the love of God. I love you, Katie.
That's my alarm in the mornings.
I have a little.
He's clicking.
I have a little note where I make notes of things to clip for later.
Yeah.
And
then
2
Mr.
hours, 50
Warburton-
minutes into the stream is going on there.
Mr. Warburton will reach out to me privately through lawyers, I'm
This
sure.
is, hey, can you stop doing my voice?
Can you stop doing my voice for people?
It's a little bit
Stop
too
it.
good.
What the hell's wrong with you, dear God?
I have a family to feed.
Listen, Elaine, it's not going to work out.
Anyway.
I'm just sorry, you side railed this whole
No,
thing.
don't
I'm sorry.
apologize, dude.
No, that's way better than
That's
anything we were
entertaining.
doing.
Exactly. God. Anyone
that
thinking
comment.
Erik
Hey,
Braa has to
what can I
apologize
say?
for
That's
anything on this
entertainment.
stream? Come on.
It's entertainment, ladies and gentlemen.
Mega's
Good for
comment.
you.
I'm sorry, you have to read that out loud. Mega's
Right.
comment.
Oh wait. Well, let's let
Right.
Erik do it.
The dice for the game. The dice meant to specifically roll for this game. The game dice. Those dice.
I'm gonna show my butt and try and do the thing as well.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
because
Squeak,
I can't resist
squeak
him.
it, squeak, 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 squeaky, squeak,
Right.
squeak.
The dice for the game. The dice meant specifically roll for this game. The dice for the game.
All right.
Those
Yeah.
dice.
Those dice. Right. I got it.
Squeaker squeak. Anyway, thank you, Rimdius, for that. Dr. Abernathy, the response to your incredible roll. Dr. Bauer replies, I see, Herr Doctor, that you are a man of great observation. It does not escape your notice that things are not as they should be in this hotel. It is
I'm
my-
sorry, you bounced into Transylvanian again, and it's cracking me up.
I
But go ahead.
apologize. I have never pretended this.
No,
is my
I know. I'm
suits.
not teasing you. I'm sorry. I can't stop. It's just like Count Chocula there for a second.
One.
Children of the night. What the
Three
music
pieces
they
of
make.
shit into the toilet.
I would actually prefer if that was his voice.
Would
that
you?
would be
Okay,
great.
I mean, it's not too late.
Oh god.
That's my request. Is Count Chocula for Professor
Eartha
Bauer.
Kitt, I'll work on that one. You bet. Santa baby.
I see, Herr Doctor, that you have great
Something
skills of
special under the
observation.
tree.
That there is something going on at this hotel that is beyond the ordinary. It is my belief,
He's just
and the
going with
belief
it now.
of
He's committed.
if you're pardon, you are interrupting me. It is my belief that at this hotel there is something quite extraordinary going on.
How can they be there? There's no rails there.
It has not escaped your notice, I have seen. That the memories of the people who stay the night at this hotel have escaped them and gone perhaps elsewhere.
You're saying that memories try to escape like little dogs?
Mr.
the
Kealy,
door
I have
left
quite
open.
forgotten that you were here. I'm sorry.
I'm
yes.
kidding. I wasn't even there. I'm sorry. I wasn't even
No,
there.
you were quite alright.
Oh, I am there. That's right.
It
Wait a
is. It is something along those lines. Yes. I see the Scooby-Doo in the background of Mr. Dick Squares.
minute. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't
If it
for
were not for
meddling
those
kids.
meddling kids and their little dog, too. For my
Dog
birthday,
ate
I
half
want Erik
of
to sing
my
Santa
food.
Baby in Eartha Kitt's voice. Okay, thank you, Ravenheart.
So,
This-
so you're aware of this, and it happens just. I mean, has it happened to you? It hasn't happened to me.
By fortune, it has happened to me but once. As a matter of fact,
I've stayed here for months. I wonder if I've lost time and just don't realize it.
it is quite possible.
Dum,
And if you have not, you are perhaps a man of greater constitution and mental fortitude than I possess.
What causes it?
jazz hands.
Of that we are not quite sure.
We?
The good Reverend
Yes.
Carver and myself, we have but theories at this juncture. The item that we had Miss Boyle collect for us is perhaps a defense against these particular circumstances, against whatever entity might be at play. The good Reverend and myself, we have each a piece of the puzzle. As of last night, I have an item. The good Reverend himself has an incantation of sorts. By these means, he intends to protect himself from the supernatural, from whatever possesses this hotel in its cold and eldritch grasp. I myself merely have a totem by which to ward off its presence.
Possession.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm looking at Kealy like, am I the only one hearing this guy talk about magic?
Talking about the entire hotel is... Are you crazy, man?
I understand that the beliefs that I hold may seem inane, perhaps insane, to men of science and men of the world, such as yourselves. And I accept that. This to me is nothing new. However, in a long and storied life, in which I have delved into things in which man was not meant to delve, I have discovered such dark truths that make me wish to protect myself against the unknown and the unknowable, and to find my solace in such libations as are offered in this very bar.
Indeed,
Well,
but
that's the first thing we all agree on.
that is for sure. But what is it you're running from? Who are you afraid of?
Yeah, the Reverend mentioned that it would win if we succumbed to whatever supernatural event is going on here, and said that you knew what it was. And I look over and say, Johnny, come over here. You're going to want to hear this.
I
At
walk
that,
up there like I wasn't listening the whole time.
Ellie is here, right?
Ellie is around, yeah.
I want to leave the bar. I basically want to Irish out. I want to slide out with hopefully no one noticing exactly where I'm going. But this is my moment to slide.
All right.
What do I need to roll? Do I need to roll anything?
Where are you hoping to slide? And I will better be able to tell you. Are you hoping to exit the bar?
Yeah. I know it's not going to be easy.
So, actually, the people talking across you may be entirely forgiving of you getting out of their way. The question is if people not engaged in this conversation will notice you or care. I think there are definitely people in this bar that will not care if you disappear.
I'll just act like I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay, I think that is probably
I do that all the time. It's probably coming soon, as a matter of fact.
I do that almost every day.
Yeah. So let's do this. Ellie, you have arrived at the bar, and this is going on, and Dr. Abernathy is probably about to get his second drink. Where do you situate yourself? Are you, like, do you go over to Mr. Martin? Are you hanging out with Mr. Byers? Are you sitting at a table on your own?
Yeah, her first goal would be to go see Paul.
Okay.
Say hi. They've got like a whole friendship thing.
Yeah.
Definitely just a friendship thing. So you know, she'll yeah. Erik.
It's completely a professional relationship.
Everybody went to this, and I went to exactly explicit things. Yes.
18 plus.
Hey.
Exactly. Got a bad kids.
But yeah, that would be the first person that she goes and sees, because I feel like it's probably a routine, right?
Yeah.
Like she comes down, she checks in with
Sure.
Paul. She's like, "Hey, you know, you got everything you need. You need anything, you know, from the basement, whatever." Fee's good. She's her first person she's looking for is the doctor.
Okay. It's a little bit past 10, by the way. Are you guys good for going for another 15 minutes with me? To get to the next
As long as
thing?
I can pee.
I am. Just remember for yourself, you still got a giveaway to do.
I still do have a giveaway
Yep.
to do. Hang out with me
Okay.
for another
And-
15 minutes, guys, and we will do the giveaway. Erik is gone. Ellie, you have made it to Paul, and you are here behind the bar while all this is going on. When Jack gets back, we will have a roll to see how surreptitiously he ducks out. Paul is having a chat with you while this other conversation is going on. He lets you know that he thinks he thinks Johnny Lawrence, Jacques Rebleu, and him are on good terms now because he let him know about some stuff, and that's pretty cool. That's a big thing in Paul Byers' life.
I'm unimpressed by this news.
Okay.
Like that guy, really?
Paul does not pick up on
Alright.
this. Paul is too
Mhm.
too excited on his own world. Johnny, you are invited up to the
Fair.
bar, and you take your drink with you. I'm assuming that you have one, because you assume that someone is going to pick up your bar tab by the end of the night, because that is tended to be a thing.
I'm drinking coffee tonight. I've got a midnight appointment.
That's fair. Irish or otherwise?
Otherwise,
Okay. Well, they can make that. That's fine.
besides, you know, might be the drinks.
Might be the drinks. They are made under suspect circumstances, after all.
Yeah, and they don't taste that great.
Yeah, I was
Turns
about to say
out.
they kind of sucked last night.
Uh,
Yeah, we're not risking that again. We're drinking coffee the rest of the trip.
That's just a fluke. Don't worry about it.
Ellie, do you
It's
try
just
and insinuate
flavor.
yourself into this conversation to get Dr. Abernathy's attention, or do you wait till he's finished?
She's not gonna just break in and be like, "Hey, by the way, I'm here." But she's definitely like kind of leaned over a little bit, like trying to make eye contact, like you know, nodding a little bit, like, "Hey."
Yeah, and I mean, Dr. Abernathy's going to see you and go, "Hey, Ellie, come on out." Like, he hasn't, again, this.
Right.
If this is
Perfect
supposed to
time for
be
me slide
secret,
out of there.
that's never entered his mind. Like, he'll get up on the bar and just start asking people if they've lost their memory. So, yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Jack, would you roll a stealth check just to... What's the opposite of insinuate? Extenuate? For yourself from... What's it?
I don't know, I was going to say, like,
Extricate?
extract yourself or something.
Extricate. There we
Extricate.
go.
Extricate,
To
that's
extricate
it.
yourself from the
To
situation.
extricate myself, I'm gonna have to use my little extra
Gonna
die
use
here.
the bonus die. Bam. It's gone.
Oh, well, that worked. Sort of. Sort of. Sorry. I can't even. I already lost what the hell I was rolling.
Stealth.
Stealth. Stealth. I don't have anything rolled for.
Okay.
So everybody's got 20. So if you rolled 20 or less, you made it.
No. I rolled 38.
So you have the choice to fail, to push the roll, or to spend 18 luck to succeed in spite of yourself.
I'm gonna spend the luck because I got a bad feeling about that. That seems like a bad thing to do. So I'm
That's the
gonna
right thing to do. That's
I'm
good
gonna obviously knock a chair over or something on my way out.
I was going to say, there's nothing stopping you from leaving. You're just not going to be discreet about it.
Right, I'm not gonna be discreet about it, and I'm hoping that hey LA, like I'm hoping that gets me out. But that's up to you. But
Okay.
I failed myself. I knock over a stool or something on my way out here.
So it's not that you embarrass yourself or draw a lot of attention to yourself. You just fail to do it stealthily. When you scoot the stool back from the bar, it makes a little scraping sound, and everyone just kind of quickly turns to you and ignores you again, but everyone realizes Jack Kealy is out. They don't watch you go. They don't watch anything. They see you leaving to the restroom, to the front desk, back to your room. Nobody knows. Nobody cares, but everyone knows Jack Kealy left at 7:45. So there you go. You have an alibi.
I don't think that's a good alibi.
No, it's not. And you adjourn to
Why
wherever
would
you
we need
adjourn, and I imagine
alibis,
I know where you're
Bob?
adjourning to.
Yeah,
Why would
you can
we
imagine.
need alibis?
And Ellie has been called over. As Mr. Bauer is saying to Dr. Abernathy, Professor Bauer, I beg your pardon. This thing, and mind you, we have not proven anything. It is yet a theory, but one supported by the matters at hand. Is that this hotel is the lair of an entity as known as a Loigor.
Say what now?
It is a, begging your pardon, it is not a common term. It's a Loigor. It is an entity that is both intangible and invisible, and devours the memories of those with whom it comes in contact. It sustains itself with the thoughts of conscious beings. There are ways to deal with such a creature, and the good Reverend and myself are taking steps to ensure the safety of those in the hotel and beyond.
Well,
It
we
is-
appreciate that.
Your consideration in this matter is most appreciated. It is not common for me to have sympathetic ears when speaking about my work. And yet, my life's work it is. And your professional curiosity is appreciated, Doctor.
Well, Professor, my professional curiosity is primarily concerned with the well-being of my patients, of which my valet is one. And I've been looking for an explanation. I must say I find yours hard to believe, but you seem genuine in your belief.
My efforts in the recent years went unappreciated in my own country. Theories considered radical by my countrymen obliged me to seek solace in this great city. Nevertheless, my zealous search continues for the inexplicable and to explain it. As they say, when you eliminate the impossible, whatever is left, however unlikely, must be the truth. Johnny, Dr. Abernathy, and Ellie, you are all present for this last bit of exposition. Jack, I imagine I know where you're headed, but where exactly are you headed?
I believe it would be room 111.
That is excellent. Jack, as you open the elevator doors to the first floor, a smell hits your nostrils. It is similar to the smell that you smelled outside of room 404, outside of the room of Lorenzo Ricci. The smell of burning tobacco. However, this lacks that aroma, that manufactured decadence that tobacco can offer. No, this is just the smell of burning. In fact, as you open the elevator door, your vision is somewhat clouded. And you realize almost immediately that it is not any problem with your vision, but rather that there is smoke on this floor, hazing your vision.
Because we talked about the fact that I actually memorized my way to that door. I quickly move, sort of like crouch down, moving, trying to avoid smoke, whatever, and I just go straight to that door and just bust it down.
So on your way to that door, I will note, you are heading to room, let me check my notes here.
111.
You're heading to room 111, which is to the right. You note as you travel that whatever the source of the smoke is from the opposite direction.
Oh, crap. I'm already doing my thing.
So you let me know, are you headed right to room 111?
Oh, no,
or
I'm
left to the
going
source of the
right
smoke?
where I was going. I'm going to room 111, and I'm going to pretend that the fire is like, oh no, I better get everyone out of their rooms, and I'll smash 111 down.
All right. I would like you to make a luck roll right now. Just whatever your luck stat is, roll below it.
Oh,
Aren't you glad you didn't spend 18 a few seconds ago?
Right?
yeah. Except, to be honest with you,
A little
You
stressed.
can do it.
oh, I can indeed. 34 out of what should be 66.
34 out of 66. So, as you are, Erik is this fortunate. Jack is this fortunate. As you are heading towards room 111, away from the smoke has permeated this floor. You can't imagine there's no one in any room that can't smell what's going on, has no sense of what's going on. And as you do so, the door to room 111 opens. And stumbling out of it, with a wet handkerchief clasped to his nose, is Lorenzo Ricci. He is dressed in the same evening wear Ellie Walker saw him in hours ago, still with the bow tie disheveled, not everything buttoned up, loose. And he has his hand in his coat, right underneath his arm, protectively guarding something that is there. But his eyes are red and watering. The smoke has gotten to him, and he is not quite in his sorts at the moment. And he stumbles out into the hallway. 20 feet ahead of you.
I lower an elbow, or lower a shoulder,
Okay?
and I absolutely floor this fucker.
Our first brawl roll.
Let's do a thing.
Yo.
This will be a great thing to get into before we break for the night. All right, everyone else, hang on while I flip to the back where we talk about how to handle some stuff. I agree with Mike. Let's have a brawl roll, and I am gonna get to roll something.
Oh, that's combat.
This is kind of combat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not my sneaky boyfriend.
Your sneaky boyfriend. Maybe your sneaky boyfriend. Let's find out.
I got a 50. I am an 80, 40, 16. So 50 would be
80. You're one of the best, like, martial artists.
I'm telling you right
on
now,
the
I have no
planet.
idea what happened when we rolled this character because Rob kept looking, all of you kept looking at me like, what the
You
fuck? And I was like, oh,
maniac.
I don't know. I just keep rolling the best
When
thing
are you gonna be bad at something, bro? That's what
I
we were
know.
thinking.
It's
Okay.
really.
I'm gonna roll these new exclusive stone dice that were made as a prototype and see how they do for me. The question is not, do I beat your roll? It's, do I get a hard success for Lorenzo? So let's find out. I fail. So you're trying to tackle this guy? Or you're trying to knock him down?
I was already running towards that door because I was going to smash into it and knock it down anyway.
Yeah.
Or bust it open, hopefully. Now that he's opened it, I'm going to level him. And then I'm going to, of course, remove his handkerchief thing that he's using. Maybe I'll use it. If I did indeed see this hand reaching, then I will, of course, reach to see what's there.
So here's what you do. You elbow this guy. He falls flat on the back. His hands go back. His head cracks against the floor. He's dazed for a moment. His coat flies open. You see, like, the tuxedo jacket fall apart, and he has the shoulder strap, and he has a pistol beneath his arm. And he is quickly trying to come to and make sense of whatever is happening.
I will be grabbing that pistol out of there right away.
All right, you have it. You want it in your hand? You want it across the room? What do you want?
Actually, yes, I'll hold it in my hand since I just grab it. I grab his pistol, and I'm holding it to him,
Okay.
and I will pistol whip him.
All right.
So that's what I was thinking.
So
Why would you throw it away? You can save your knuckles from getting bruised.
That's right.
he is going to try to fight back. And because the chat has given me a bonus die, I'm going to use it now. Because this is the first time I have gotten to really roll something.
I know.
So here's the thing with
I'm
fighting
happy
back
that
in Call of
it's there.
Cthulhu. You're going to roll your brawl again, unless you have a skill that you feel is more appropriate. And I'm going to roll Lorenzo's brawl with a bonus die. And if I get a level of success higher than you don't do your thing, and I get to do my thing. But if I even roll the same success as you get to do what you did.
So I
and
want to
get
ask you
hurt.
something right now.
Yeah.
There's the 3 numbers, right?
Yep.
So if I get between the low and the mid,
Yep.
is it closer to the mid or closer to the low?
It's closer to the mid.
Okay.
So you have a hard success right now?
No, I have a 35, what could be 40 in the middle, or again 80 at the max.
So you have a hard success. So if he does
That's a
not...
hard, so you're below the 40, so that's a hard
I'm below the
success.
40, so it is a hard success. I guess.
So if he
So
doesn't
that's what I was
get...
asking. Is in between those 2 numbers, is that still considered
So
a
now
hard success?
he needs to get an extreme success to do anything to beat you. So I have to roll
And he's not an
really
80,
good.
I
He
assure
is
you.
not an 80. And yet he rolled a 13. So let me do my math real quick.
Holy bejesus.
You'd have to be 5 times 13, it'd be 50, 65.
65. He would
Yeah.
also have gotten a hard success then. So that means he fails, and you pistol whip him. So on your sheet you have a damage bonus. I don't have the character sheet in front of you. Maybe Mike
It has
can
a
help me with this.
1d3
It
plus
should, yeah, it just,
DB.
whatever's on that, it should automatically fill in your brawl
Yes.
damage.
1d3 plus DB. I don't.
And look over
and
at
it
the
was only
right,
one
the,
attack.
the very bottom right corner of that first page has
Damage
your damage
bonus
bonus.
Is plus 1d4.
So here's what we're
So
gonna
you
do.
do a D3 and a D4.
So a D3 is a D6 divided in 2, and a D4 is a D4.
Holy crap! All right, hold on. I don't even know if I have any d6.
This is gonna be great.
All
Aha!
right, here's a d6. Here's a d6. So it's divided in half. If I get a 4,
A 4 is gonna be a
Two.
2 plus a D4.
and then the d4 is a 4.
Of course it is.
Oh, 6 points of damage is a ton.
It is a
Cthulhu,
ton in
people.
Call of Cthulhu. It is like it's a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch in D&D 5e, but in Call of
Right.
Cthulhu,
You bloody
That
arms
is-
off, man.
Mike helped me look stuff up. I think that has a chance of just knocking him straight out.
If he took more than half, I believe, of
He
his
took
max.
more than half right there with a
Yeah,
6.
he's got a what's called a major wound. Yeah, he's got a major wound from that. That is the definition of a major wound, which incapacitates him in some way or other.
Hopefully it's
All right.
completely.
I don't.
Because
I
I'm going
don't.
to throw him over my shoulder and throw him into the fire room.
Here, I got
So, we're gonna adjudicate this. You caught him unawares. You put him to the ground. Before he could get up, you grab his gun, bop him in the head, and he is dazed. He's not dead. He's not even dying, but he is out cold for God knows how long.
Okay.
Certainly a concussion and whatnot. And you are wanting to pick up his limp form and take him to the burning room.
Well, I'm going to clean his pockets, of course, but yes.
Sure, you have time.
Yeah.
Um,
If you take the time to
presumably.
pistol whip somebody, you might as well rob
And
him.
as the smoke fills, I'm going to pick him up, hopefully. Again,
That's
I have to.
Franklin family words.
The idea is that I'm going to pick him up, carry him over to where I think the fire's happening, and throw him in there and pretend he just
All right, you go
got smoke inhalation.
all the way to the other end of the hall, and you see that it is Let me check my list. You see it is room 101 that is on fire.
Could have told you that.
Wait, 101 was. I said that's. Isn't that. Wait.
I think Ellie left her cigarette burning
No.
in there.
101 is.
No. 101 is the preacher's room. I'm
That's
in
what I
111.
mean. I know.
Oh,
preacher-
shit.
The preacher's in that room. All right, cool. Perfect.
I'm just joking. You
Oh,
do it.
Utterly perfect. I cannot stand this. It's
So-
That would have been a really
You go to
long
the
burning
door.
It's like
cigarette.
I wrote this to happen.
You go to the door, and
Oh, no.
you're going inside to put him in there?
Sure. I mean, I might as well just use his limp body as the freaking battering ram. I mean,
Great.
what do I care?
Here's the good news. The door's
It's just fucking bam! All right, there you go. Throw him in there.
The good news is the door is
Okay,
unlocked.
Emerald. You're doing Emerald stuff with people. Bam, throw him in there.
The good news is the door is unlocked. The bad news is it is so hot beyond this door, you're actually going to take a point of damage just for grabbing the knob and twisting it. It is that.
Oh,
it is
wonderful.
that on fire behind
Son
you.
of a fucking God.
But you do
And
it.
then like I said,
You huck him in. As you open the door to push in, you are going to notice a few things, and you can not make a call, you can make a call, but Jack Kealy is aware that inside the door, the entire room is an inferno right now. There's not anything inside that you see that is not on fire. You see that there are, like, things almost drifting off the walls, as though there was like a second layer of wallpaper in this room that is now just kind of drifting away and floating towards the ceiling as little cinders. You also see that there is a chair in the middle of the room, visible from the door, not around the corner where the beds are, not in the bathroom or anything. A chair in the middle. And there is a charred husk of a human being tied to that chair. And you have Lorenzo over your shoulder.
and I'm throwing him straight at that
And you
chair.
throw him at that chair. The chair breaks. It is charred charcoal at this point. It crumbles. The body that is there somewhat falls apart as Lorenzo impacts it. You swing the door shut. It is seconds later that you hear screaming from within of a man in excruciating pain with a
And I
vaguely
take the
Italian
stairs.
accent. And you take the stairs that are immediately outside of that room and descend back towards the mezzanine floor.
Where does the staircase end? Is it anywhere near the restroom?
It can go all the way up, it can go all the way down, but it is on this side.
Well,
of
I
the
got
building.
that,
So you'll
but where
be
does it
you'll
end?
you'll be outside of the Avalon restaurant when you exit this stairwell,
Avalon Restaurant.
which is across
Okay.
the mezzanine floor from the bar.
Okay.
It's not the closest restroom to the bar, but there's a restroom.
I will go to that restroom, and hopefully nobody's seen me along my way, and I will see how bad I look. Yeah.
With that,
Yes, I know there is a fire burning upstairs. I need to kill that guy first.
let's end the session there, shall we? We've gone for about 3.5 hours,
So,
half an hour
Jack
longer
Kealy
than
comes
normally
here
we
to
go.
me
Who wants some roasted Ricci?
Lena Lockwood, and on day 2 murders a guy. Am I following? Did I miss something in between?
No, I'd say you're up to date.
I have no idea how I've done this, but I'll tell you.
I am supremely pleased with Jack Kealy based on the information he was given when he was created.
Kealy, what
This
the
is
fuck?
great. Next
What the
session,
fuck?
guys,
Okay,
we will
we
probably have a
prefer-
fitful sleep.
Up until this is our 4th session now, right?
4th session.
And then okay, hold on. And then so
Jack Kealy.
more than half
Jack
of the
Kealy.
time Ellie has been here, she's just been fawning over a guy who's like dead. That's 75% of Ellie's
He's
roleplay
on
so
fire
far.
now.
gone.
She's got the hots for the wrong one. That's all I can say.
I'd say he's got the hots right now.
No, he's got the hots. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the hots, all right.
I love the eye roll from Mike on that one. Guys, it's giveaway time. Thank you for hanging out with us so long. Thank you for... This is going to be... I'm looking forward to next week already.
Oh my god.
Which way? It will be Memorial Day, right?
It'll be Memorial Day when we're back.
So, for those of you, remember that. If you want to watch, it will be a holiday, so I don't know if you're going to be here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we know you're free.
You can VOD that
so
shit.
why aren't you here if you're not hanging out with us on Memorial Day?
If you are not at home on your phone,
we will take it.
Oh my
personally.
goodness. Are you turning this into a fucking
everywhere
Fox
else
party?
is closed. Your job is closed. I mean, like the stuff that you want to go do on
That's
Memorial
great.
Day,
The
you go to
burning-
the lake in the morning, you come back at night, you watch a stream.
The burning CN in the chat is making me very happy.
that's
That
Awesome.
GIF has never been more appropriate.
We got to add some beards for that, too.
Leo will be here. That is wonderful.
Like
Thank you for your
burning
loyalty,
and
Leo.
beards, like combo.
All right. I'm going to buy you an extra minute of vamping to spend whatever loyalty you have bought to try and increase the number of tickets you have before we draw. We are drawing for two things. We are drawing for a water buffalo horn stuffed with a velvet bag of dice on the inside, and we are drawing for a set of hollow, round, dragon-themed dice.
Please have the velvet bag.
It's not real velour. It's velvet.
Oh, come on. I want some real velour.
Lila, it's real velour.
Hello,
Last minute
Lila.
ticket time.
Let
What do you
yourself
say? You
go.
and I knock some very sensual boots.
That's
Okay.
There's a new season of that coming out in a couple of months, Eric. I don't know if
I
you
know.
know.
It's actually it's even
People-
sooner. I think it's June.
People
or
are
something.
serious
I'm
about
so
this
excited.
giveaway, you guys.
It's very soon. I can't wait.
Currently, I am
Is it
number.
Royal Crown Velvet? Oh, I love you.
Currently, I am
That was like everybody's like dice bag was a Royal Crown.
I still keep more
Bag.
than you would
Bad.
think in Royal Crown bags. When I play in person, I have a wet erase
Crown
like,
Royal.
mat. What did I say?
Royal Crown.
Sorry. I've had enough.
Oh no, that's my cola.
Sorry, I've had Redneck Riviera to the point that I can't say Crown Royal, apparently.
Ironic that.
Drink
It
from
is.
the beard.
But yeah, I have a wet erase marker board where all of my wet erase markers, when I go and play D&D in person, are kept in a Crown Royal bag still. Announcements for the week. We are going to be back next week doing more of this, picking up right where we left off. We will probably have another giveaway because we're going to start doing those more regularly. So continue to tune in on Monday nights to enjoy more free things. Thank you so much again to Overnumerousness, to Leo Yeager, and to TL Holdren, who gave out so many community subs and
Yeah.
gave us the opportunity
Yes.
to give away
Awesome,
a
man.
second thing on the same night, like within minutes.
You guys
of
are
us
so
starting.
crazy.
I'm so jealous. I wish my
Absolute
stream was so cool.
Studs. If y'all ever need a wingman, I am the dude. You have earned
Seriously.
that.
Seriously. By the way, Rob and I have spent an evening together
Oh,
at
God.
my local. And boy, did we have a good fucking time. I mean,
Rob absolutely embarrassed himself, and
No, he
Erik
did
was
not.
a complete gentleman.
no, he did not. We had a fabulous time, and they were treating him like a rock star because I was telling him, I was like, listen, my
Look,
buddy
if you
Rob's
go to-
coming into town.
If you go to Madrone
And,
with Erik Braa, you get the VIP
They
treatment.
they
It's the
treated
fact
him like
of the
a rock
matter.
star. It was fantastic. It was a really good time. And John, the owner of MMG, came over, and he and his buddy, it was awesome. We ended up in the booth at one moment where there was the four of us sitting there in this booth. It's like a half booth kind of thing, and it's all bearded dudes just sitting there, just like mugging hard at everybody. And of course, John has got he's got a good beard going. He's got the tats on the head.
tattoos on the side
Oh,
of
it
the
was
head.
beautiful. It was awesome. I was like, I love this so much right now.
As soon as I can replicate that experience, my dude, I absolutely will.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, that is all the time that we have bought you guys. So we are about to draw our winners for this. I will remind before we draw. Tomorrow night is a new adventure in the Theros D&D adventure. They're going to do a quick 2 shots while they're waiting on one of their regular players to come back as a prequel to the adventures that they've been running on Tuesday nights. We're skipping Wednesday night this week. And then we will come back on Thursday with more mini painting. Friday with more video games. Well, no, actually, we're skipping this Friday for video games because I'm going to be in Toronto. So the next time you'll see me back will be right here on this stream doing this.
Snooze says, yes, please, Rob. more of Rob here in the city.
There is news, very exciting news that I cannot quite share with you yet. If you are watching this anywhere, follow the channel on Twitch because there are really cool things just around the corner for us that some of the people on the stream know about that I'm so excited that I cannot actually tell you about yet. But awesome shit is coming. Please stick around if you are tempted by anything that you have seen here because it's just going to keep getting better. Let's close the giveaway. And we're drawing
gave them
two
enough
winners.
time. I like it.
Drawing...
I've got to run away while you do that, but I'll be right back.
Okay, go on. Drawing
Unless
two
her name
winners.
gets called, she'll be back here in 2
First
seconds.
giveaway is for the Water Buffalo Horn mug, personally kissed by me, filled with acrylic. I know, that just devalued it for Mike.
Yeah, right?
I can't send all of my...
Can the same person win both things?
No, not tonight.
Let's say no.
We'll share the love.
Not
We'll share the
'cause
love.
you'll pick
So
somebody
much
different.
love has been shared with us already, we'll spread it around. This is an $80 value. You can only get the mug at our conventions. We don't sell these particular acrylic dice on the website, so this is all stuff you can't get anywhere else unless you were to come see us at a show. This is going to... I clicked the button and nothing showed up.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you just need to... I don't know.
I want to thank all of you.
I'm going to refresh this
I really
real quick.
appreciate it.
How anticlimactic.
I'm very excited to take home this. I had to look at one the entire time. I was
Mega
at the con
Gorilla
with him.
Dude!
Hey, Gorilla!
Yay!
That's the man.
That
beating
guy's
the
always got my back
odds.
with the bonus dice.
Mega
Mega
Gorilla
Gorilla
Dude,
just
our
rolled in.
community map artist. If you need a tabletop map for Roll20, for Fantasy Grounds, for any of those things, Mega Gorilla Dude makes them.
I'm gonna have to
and-
get a hold of Mega.
Mega, I mean, I've seen some of their work, and you could do a whole lot worse, let me tell you. If we needed maps for this stream, we would already be talking. Mega Gorilla Dude...
Snoo, by the way, your dice are on the way.
Snooze dice are on the way. I actually put the order in for those today myself. Mega Gorilla Dude, get in the community Discord. Find my Discord in there. I'm the D&D-Wannabe in our Discord. Somebody type !Discord for Mega Gorilla Dude if you're not already in there. Find me and I will send these to you as soon as you send me an address. I will get them out before I leave for Toronto this weekend. But, thank you, Erik. We have one more thing to give away. And Mega Gorilla Dude cannot be the winner again. So let's draw another winner.
Oh no, another winner.
I clicked the thing, let's wait again, because apparently it just takes a while to do.
There's just some lag.
There's definitely some lag. Leo Yeager!
Hey,
Leo, coming in here buying 10 some tonight, and your
Yay!
generosity is rewarded. My
11%
League of Legends friend, infamous Jack's Lover,
Yes.
is going to
Hey,
be receiving
Leo!
a
We
support
love
dice.
you, buddy. Here's to
Look
you.
at you
buddy.
go.
This is not the only set of Misty Mountain Gaming dice that Leo owns. I think this is the first hollow set that Leo is going to own, and we are going to ship this straight off to him. Leo says, draw
Awesome,
some else.
Leo.
Are you sure, Leo? You could have some cool other dice. I'm not going to fly in the face of your continued generosity, but these
I don't
are
think
yours
you have
by
these,
right.
though, Leo. Do you have these dice when you say you have
Is
these?
absolutely
Absolutely
is
positive.
positive. I'm
Positive.
not gonna deny the man. Let's draw another one. What
Oh
a
my
stud,
goodness.
Leo Yeager.
Very
So generous and doesn't even
Everybody
want
gird
anything in
your
return.
loins.
What a guy! He
Gird your
plays my
loins,
support
everyone. There's
in
a
All of those
League
subs
when I
were
try
in
and learn.
no way related.
He plays
a
my
new
support
winner
when I play
coming.
League of Legends, trying to learn how to play
Ominous
Misfortune.
watermelon.
Ominous watermelon has figured
Katie!
out her chances.
Katie, do you have any Misty Mountain Gaming dice?
No, I literally don't have any.
You are gonna have some
Congratulations.
Misty Mountain Gaming dice. Thanks to
Yay!
Oh shit!
If I couldn't let you win otherwise, I have to let you win when Leo is gonna let you win. So, Leo, you have some hollow dice that jingle when you
Love
roll
you,
them
Kate.
coming your way, and you need to roll them next week.
Happy birthday.
Leo
If I
is
don't
giving
see
them
you-
to you. It's coming straight
Wait,
from
I'm not
Leo
going to see you
Yeager.
before. We're not going to see
Hey,
you before
Katie,
your birthday,
Katie.
right?
What?
Katie.
No, I don't
What?
believe
Happy
so. This is
birthday
our last
from
time.
Leo.
What?
Happy birthday from Leo.
Thanks, Leo. Leo, if you are watching and listening,
He is.
I don't know if you enjoy D&D character art, but please feel free to reach out to me on Discord for some art of one of your characters, if that's what you're into.
Leo Maple can attest to her drawing talents, and y'all can connect through there. Y'all are both.
I'm not
in
as
the
crazy,
Misty
That was
City.
like a song at a Flight of the Conchords, you know, like reach out to me for some art of your D&D character if that's what you're into. I don't know. It's very Flight of the Conchords
I
kind
think
of.
the only thing Flight of the Conchords is the is Flight of the Conchords the ones that did the rhinoceros? Is that them? The hip hopopotamus?
They did that, I believe. Yes,
Okay.
that is one of them. Yeah.
They call me the
I mean, I really
hippopotamus.
look like you're the hottest girl with a kebab or whatever it was from the show. It was hilarious. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
You're the hottest girl in the room with a kebab, and it was just like they were having like kebabs together. It was very funny. It was,
At least
Wow.
on
And of
this
course they're-
side of the room.
right. My favorite is that they're Kiwis. So like they say like, you know, oh geez, have you seen Brit? And he's like, no, I haven't, man. And he's like, oh geez, I hope he's not dead. You hope he didn't do what? I hope he's not dead. Did what? Did oh dead. Oh right. Yeah, I hope he's not dead too. Yeah.
Wow.
I
When we go off the rails,
Eric-
I can't even see the
I'm
tracks
telling you,
anymore.
there's no like. They go Southern Pacific goes this way. I don't understand where this rail car's
That's
going.
why they call it Flight of the Conchords. It leaves the tracks and just ascends.
Yeah, we just okay. I don't know. Maybe it's descending. I think you might have screwed up by having me on your show.
No, dude, I'm here for it. It is
You
too
might
late.
have ruined everything.
It is too late now. We cannot continue. If you enjoyed this, and I certainly did, tune back in next week. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Look how hard we're trying to win your affection. For
Memorialize
God's
us
sake!
on your Memorial Day. Okay, we're here. We're doing it. We're trying to entertain.
Your validation.
I'm lying, of course. All I'm doing is trying to like win as my character. He's amazing.
I do have a request before we go,
Uh-huh.
Oh
if
my
that's
God, what is it?
possible.
Yeah.
It's a request for.
Katie. Sorry, I had to Ori and the Blind Forester. I had to throw that out there. I mean, don't ask to get Master
That's my
Gogan.
favorite. No, I was gonna ask for a happy birthday from Jax.
Oh, of course. Happy birthday, Katie. Ha ha, we love you.
Okay, I'm satisfied now.
Well,
life is good.
I'm playing League of Legends after this. So.
I'll play with you, buddy.
Right? Like I'm updating it right now.
Look,
Like,
genuinely, Eric, I've told you this before. Mike, I'm so sorry I'm holding you hostage. Eric, I've told you this before. I've wanted so badly to play League with like you as a co-host on stream or something. But
I would
you
do
play
it, but
characters with such a high skill cap that I'm bad at them. And I'm embarrassed.
I'm telling you, I for a while I could play Vel'Koz because he was center lane, he was mid lane or whatever, and you could sit back by the turret and just like, you know, pick off minions.
Yeah.
But that's about it. You had to have somebody come by and help you out every now and again, you know, one of the superstars. So, because
I'm a little
otherwise,
salty how
played
much I'm
Draven
getting
and I
beat in
tower
lane
dive.
by Draven recently.
Yeah,
today.
I tower dive with him. I just start
Right.
throwing at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants some Draven?
All right, guys, let's call it there. This is long enough for the YouTube and for the VOD.
Good night, top bananas.
Twitch channel will be live again tomorrow for more The Edge of Knowledge D&D campaign. We will be back next Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching. In case you do not hear it anywhere else this week, we love you guys. Stick around. We will raid someone. Thank you to all my wonderful players for continuing to entertain us all for another week, and we will be right back here next Monday. See you then.
Just for Leo, not Draven. Draven.